time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gore N More podcast. I am your Fluff Master Supreme, the one who knows the combos to make Sinsdale scream. Fatality reference.
Nice.
Mr. Big Johnny D. And with me is my illustrious co-host, Mr. Chad Daddy, the Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And we got top panel Bubba. And bottom panel Bubba. One's slightly hornier than the other, and the other one's a little bit more sociopathic, but we'll see. We'll see
which one's
goes.
which.
That's right. Game cat and mouse, and we will find out by the end. Oh, fucking A. Welcome, Gorehounds. Thank you for joining us today on October 18th, 2021. But before we talk the movie that we will talk about today, we're going to dive into the little slice of life. Chad Daddy.
What's up, brother?
Buddy? How you
I've been well. Just the usual. Just as always, and we did some work on the house over the weekend. It's actually coming along really well. We've got some flooring down in the downstairs. We started hanging cabinets, so we're going to be ready to move in here within a few weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really coming along.
Very nice.
There's not much work left to be done, so it's pretty exciting.
How are you going to set up that internet on first day? You getting that done like first day in? Or
I don't know. We have to figure that out exactly when we're going to be moving, so it's kind of hard to set up a day. Right. Like I said, if there's a week or so that I'm not able to do the show, I'll do videos and send them in.
That would be appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. But aside from that, they had the Fall Fest for the kids, and the strike is over. The kids will be going back to school in 2 days. Thank fucking God. Get them out of the house. Yeah, really? It's been too long. So,
nice.
See, what else did we do? That's really about it. Not much news going on. And like I said, just, I had to bite the bullet. And as a dad, it hurts to do this, but I had to turn on the heat last night.
Oh, fuck, dude. My wife did that to me today, too. God damn it. I didn't even do it. My wife did.
Yeah, we had to. I mean, I don't want the kids getting sick.
Steve's like, fuck y'all. I'm still sick.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Yo, I got the air conditioning on.
It's like 81 degrees outside right now.
Oh, fuck
it was that not too long ago here, so. But, that's all I really got. Scuba Steve, how about you, brother?
Well, man, another weekend of working at the bar, another week of working at the school. Unfortunately, our investigation at the school was canceled. I guess the downtown offices said, yeah, that's a no-go. We don't want you guys, creeping around the school trying to catch ghosts. But I did set up my camera to record overnight. I caught some pretty crazy shit that I've never seen as a paranormal investigator. And it's like pretty solid fucking evidence that there's something in the fucking school. I'll send it to you guys after the show.
School? No.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's fucking, it's crazy. And I have no explanation for it at all. But unfortunately, I can't release it to the public because I was told not to. So
fair enough.
But other than that, man, just been working and didn't really do much this weekend except work at the bar. Chilled out.
Seemed like a good time, man. I was watching that live stream.
Yeah, it was a little bit of too much fun. Yeah. On Friday night, I had a little bit of I was hurting on Saturday, but hung out with my kid. My daughter actually spent some time with me. It felt great. She really doesn't hang out with dad much. She's 15, so we don't get that. We don't get that father-daughter time anymore like we used to. But
in that teen angst year.
Yeah. So we went to what we call the Mexican Mall, which is our little flea market. Ooh. And just went walking around and like I said, hung out with her, bought some things that she wanted. She wanted green contacts for her Halloween costume. So I went and bought her some stuff, and that was it. And then hung out with my grandma in the afternoon and took her some food, and that was it. We had a little tiny cold front blow in. I don't even want to say a cold front. It got down to like,
I can only imagine what your cold front is.
What is
75.
that?
60,
75.
60,
60?
That's
60.
That's
That's a
chilly.
cold
That
front
is
for us.
chilly that's chilly for Texas.
Now,
yeah.
mind you,
Say.
I still go out in shorts in that weather because it doesn't bother me. I love when it's cold. It's rare when we get down to like the 50s and the 40s. That's super rare. But
You
when
need to
right
come up
now.
here to Jersey or Pennsylvania and get yourself
Yeah,
a
I was
real
gonna say.
cold.
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much, dude.
Oh no, I know, and that's always been my my plan, because I mean it's just fucking stupid here, stupid humid, stupid hot all the damn time. So it was chilly this morning. I walked out, it was probably about 62, chilly. By lunchtime it was already 80 something degrees. So, yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Fuck that.
yep. That's how it is here. But I mean that's pretty much what I did. Bubbo, what about you, man?
I had a very eventful weekend. It's Friday night into Saturday. I had a bachelor party in Atlantic City down here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Were you a good boy, Bobby?
I can't say.
Hey,
I can't say because
what happens in Atlantic City State, right? That works for that, right?
Well, yeah, it depends, but everybody puts everything on YouTube today. So if you see any videos, let me know.
YouTube,
Listen, all I can tell you is this: I knew she was a man.
What?
All right.
Alrighty then.
Bobby, speaking of videos, check your
Oh, he
emails.
was talking
Did you
about
see
the
that?
ending to Sleepaway Camp. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
What was that, Chad? What do I have to check?
Your email.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh God.
It's not a puke dick.
Oh, sorry, John's email, not Bobby. Sorry. Check this out.
Anyway, so I did that Friday into Saturday. Saturday night, I actually went to Brighton Asylum with a few friends of mine, which was really fun, actually, up in near Clifton, New Jersey. They really decked it out nice. It's literally in the back of all these warehouses, and they have their own like separate buildings. They did a really good job with it. Very genuine scares out of people. So that was fun. And then what was yesterday? Sunday. What did I do Sunday? Oh, pumpkin picking on Sunday and all that stuff with, again, my friends. And then last night I I worked at my old haunt for a night as Michael Myers.
Nice.
And I ran on 3 hours of sleep through work. I came home, napped, watched this wonderful movie, and here I am. So that was my weekend. But no, all things are good, considering we got the man with the fleshy face on today. So it's that was my weekend. Johnny D, what was your weekend like? Give me the rundown.
My weekend was enjoyable, dude. Friday I went to the movies with some friends. We dressed as cosplay just for the fuck of it because we're going to be those dudes, which is cool because people in line were enjoying it nonetheless. Took that shit off obviously to watch the movie. Had a fun time. What did I do Saturday? Oh, Saturday we had dinner with the wife's grandmother at a really nice Italian restaurant, which is in my little city that I've never been to my entire life. It's just one of those ones where it's like I know all about it, drive by a million fucking times, just never been there. So we went there. It was actually pretty good.
Did you get a calzone?
No, I got some chicken dish.
Chicken franchise?
Something like that. I think so. It was delicious.
Chicken
nonetheless.
rollatini, chicken parmesan?
And then got some nice apple crisp for dessert. They had a pie, and I had to ask because I was like, yo, it was called Robert Redford pie. And I'm like, what the fuck is Robert Redford pie? And he went off on something, and I'm just like, it never explained why it was called Robert Redford. And I was just like, well, that was pointless. Like, what the fuck?
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. So if anybody knows what Robert Redford pie is, I'm just too lazy to look it up.
I just want to.
I feel like if I Google that, it's not gonna be good images.
Well,
Right?
I'm looking it up.
Just don't put cream in between Redford.
Hey, not one of us has mentioned the movie that 3/4 of us actually saw this weekend.
Is it really worth
Yes.
mentioning?
To some, yes.
Yeah.
We all saw the new Halloween Kills. We talked about it before going live today to get it all out of our systems. Plus,
Yes.
Bobby has not seen it. So we don't want to spoil it for him or for anybody else. But to keep that in mind, we are hopefully planning a bonus episode to where we will all review the new Halloween Kills, which is something that we as Gore N More have never really done.
Nope.
We've never done a new movie in theaters still to where we've all seen it. So
I know it's going to be kind of hard for us to do because a lot of our questions for our normal format gets into kind of spoilery territory, and I don't think we should really spoil too much.
Yes, but
okay, on Peacock. If you
At the time we would do it, you think about it, it's going to be seeing a lot. And,
okay, so
we'll just put a disclaimer.
That's true. Right. I would say, like, if we get in, once we get past Slice of Life and we actually get into like we give a non-spoiler review, like a quick one, all of us, and then say, all right, fuck you guys. If you don't want to hear anymore, turn this shit off.
Disclaimer, spoilers ahead.
Right. Yeah. And then we'll just go from there. I think that would cover our ass. And
yeah.
I mean, if you're going to a podcast, listen about the movie, more likely you either don't care about spoilers or you've already seen it. I would guess, but that's true. That's just me. But yeah, keep on looking for that. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, and we went to the zoo. There was like a little zoo boo, it was called, or boo at the zoo, whatever.
They do that
so
here.
The kids got to trick or treat. So I went as my nonchalant Scuba Steve's inspired Silent Bob.
Yeah, buddy.
I just had my black lab coat and literally my hat backwards. I didn't have my wig yet, and I'm like, close enough. And even my buddy was like, I'm so jealous, dude. That's such a passive costume. I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, right. He's like, if you don't want to talk to anybody, you're just staying in character. It's perfect. And I was like,
just say, I'm not Silent Bob. I'm Kevin Smith. I got the short hair. I'm Kevin Smith.
There you go. Yeah, right. I'm just Kevin Smith wearing my Silent Bob stick. And then I watched this movie last night, to which we are here to all discuss.
Hell yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
I believe this actually falls down from a Bobby pick originally, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Correct?
I believe, should, if I'm correct.
Okay. So Bobby, what the fuck are we talking about today, buddy?
Well, let me pull that up right now, gentlemen.
Ooh. We'll pull them down.
So, today we are talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, released on August 22nd, 1986. Now, let's get that plot rundown. Radio DJ Vanita Stretch Brox. I actually didn't know she had a first name, to be honest with you.
Neither did I.
I was always doing Stretch.
Vanita. Okay. Open request night is plagued by the annoying phone pranking of two road tripping party hard hoodlums, and things take a disturbing turn when the hoodlums meet their demise at the hands of a familiar chainsaw wielding maniacs. When the entire gruesome ordeal is recorded on tape, Stretch seeks out the help of former Texas Marshal Lefty Enright, who is on a personal quest of vengeance against the family of
Why is his name
Hannibal.
Left and Right? I just realized that. You didn't realize that?
No,
That fucking drove me nuts the whole fucking time.
Oh my God, that's great.
My God, I just got that.
Who knows?
All right. Anyways.
Who knows? While at first he turns her down, he eventually decides to use her tape to his advantage, asking her to air it during her request block, effectively baiting the candles into the radio station where he'll personally deal with them. Ooh. Directed by Toby Hooper of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Life Force, Poltergeist, and Funhouse. Written by L.M. Kit Carson, The Hitchhiker. Produced by Menahem Golan, Life Force, Invaders from Mars, Masters of the Universe, and Yoram Globus, partnered with Golan on all their films.
All right, Bobby, pause that. Scuba, take it away, buddy.
All right, starring Caroline Williams, Days of Thunder, Leprechaun 3, Hatchet 3 as Vanita Stretch Brock, Dennis Hopper as Blue Velvet, or from Blue Velvet, Super Mario Brothers. They can't all be good episodes. Calm down. Blue Velvet, Super Mario Brothers, Waterworld, The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down as Lieutenant
Brody's favorite horrifying movie,
The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down.
Isn't it Brody's like worst scene that he gave him nightmares or something was with Dennis Hopper in Speed? Isn't that what he said?
I think so.
I think.
Oh my God, Brody, if you're listening,
how do you say his first name? Bood?
Bodie.
Lefty Enright. God damn it. Bill Moseley, legend. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell as Chop Top Sawyer. Jim Sidow, Texas Chainsaw Massacre as Drayton Sawyer. Bill Johnson, DOA as Leatherface. Lou Perryman, Poltergeist, Blues Brothers as LG Peters. Chris Duridas from Waterworld as Gunner /Rick, Ken Everett as Grandpa Sawyer, Kinky Friedman, the Being, as sports anchorman. He was just a cameo. Dan Jenkins as TV cameo. Joe Bob Briggs, TNT Monster Vision, Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater, The Last Drive-In as Gonzo Moviegoer, which was also a cameo.
Which was also
a cut.
It was deleted.
A deleted scene. Yes, it was a cut scene. I watched it.
What?
It was pretty fucking cool. It was pretty cool seeing him there.
Yep. I go into that. It's in my notes.
Nice.
All right, Chad Daddy, take it.
All right, music by Toby Hooper and Jerry Lambert from It's Gary Shandling's Show. I had to throw that on because if you guys have seen it, I just want that. I want that theme song. I want that theme song to go through your head now. That is classic. Cinematography by Richard Corus, Drop Dead Sexy. Edited by Elaine Jakubowicz, Alan Quarterman, and A Lost City of Gold, Masters of the Universe, and Cyborg, which, by the way, Cyborg, if you didn't know...
Was supposed to be Master of the Universe?
It was supposed to be Master of the Universe, too. They reused set pieces that was designed for that. There were also set pieces that were designed for their unmade Spider-Man movie.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Special effects and makeup done by Tom Savini, who of course is legendary. He did Dawn of the Dead, Maniac, Friday the 13th, too fucking many to list, and the legendary Sex Machine himself.
Damn right.
Distributed by Canon Pictures, runtime of 101 minutes. This film was actually released unrated. Budget of $4.5 million, grossed $8 million.
Damn.
The funny thing about that unrated listing, and no film since that's horror has been released afterwards, not as part of a release, legit unrated in theater. It was supposed to happen, but the production company got cold feet. And it was supposed to be Hatchet 2, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say now that's a solid like secondary Blu-ray release. They're like, hey, here's the theatrical, but then boom, here's the unrated director's cut.
We're spoiled with that today.
Which, by the way, they've already said they're planning that with Halloween Kills.
I know, and I'm interested to see what's going to be different. Like, I mean, they did
the ending.
Rob Zombie too, but what's that?
Yeah,
I
heard.
Oh, really? I kind of called that. Not gonna lie, like it was either that or somebody else, but I'm just saying I called it. But anyways, enough of that shit. Back to Texas, and we're gonna see this pretty face, which we haven't seen in a long fucking time, with the Bosses Breakdown.
And what's up, everybody? It's me, the pod boss, TJ Bowser, and I'm here for another Bosses Breakdown. So this week we are doing 1986's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, directed by Toby Hooper. Now this film is tonally different than the first movie, but just as effective in a completely different way, with standout performances by Dennis Hopper, Caroline Williams, and of course Bill Moseley. Oh boy, Chop Top. I mean, who doesn't love Chop Top in the horror community? He's easily one of the most memorable characters from this film, and this is easily one of the most iconic sequels to a horror film ever. I think going in a comedic way instead of trying to match the craziness of the first film was definitely the best way to approach the sequel. I absolutely love the cinematography by Richard Corus. I think that it is super effective, especially whenever you get into some of the tunnels of the inner workings of like the Sawyer family house and like
it's up behind him,
smoke house and shit. I absolutely love the scene with the DJ who's like skinless and shit. That's pretty cool. And then the whole ending bit with Caroline Williams doing the chainsaw dance on the top of the mountain there, I think it's just absolutely incredible. I love this movie. I remember the first time that I watched it. Hell, I was really young at the time, and it just completely blew me away. And then watching it as an adult, I have a completely different appreciation for it. Yeah, it's just one of those films that is absolutely timeless. The jokes still stand true. I think the acting is absolutely strong as fuck. The directing, hell, it's fucking Toby Hooper, man. Can't get much better than that. I'd say my Gore N More score is 4.75 out of 5 for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. See you guys next time. Bye-bye!
Wow!
Wow! Yeah.
Oh shit!
So I think, Johnny, how you feel?
I do not agree with TJ at all. And oh my god, if we were here right now, this would be a fucking rant and a half.
I mean, I love this movie, but I wasn't.
I
I
do
do
not.
that high.
You know what?
You don't love this movie?
Nope.
What
I'm
the
gonna straight up
fuck?
say it, and I said it to the boys before you joined here, so I don't give a shit. You can fucking put me on a cross right now. I'm gonna fucking say it. I hated this movie. It fucking sucked. There's things I could take away from it that were good, but as much as you hated Halloween Kills, that's how I feel about this fucking piece of shit.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. And for literally the reasons TJ likes it, I actually fucking hate it. I hated her dance at the ending. I thought it looked fucking stupid. I hated the comedy direction. It ruined the fucking whole. Dude, how do you go from the first one being so fucking awesome and grisly and just dirty as fuck to go into this fucking satire piece of shit?
Well, because
What the
they wanted to do it different. Toper even said that he wanted to take a different approach on this one. The first one was like supposed to be super, super fucking scary, and they pulled that off well with the first one, but they knew they couldn't recreate that with the sequel, so they went the total satire way with the second one.
But dude, that just ruins it for me.
But the funny
don't know,
thing
man.
is, and it's in my notes, Toby Hooper even said that there was a lot of dark comedy in the first one. People just didn't
catch it.
didn't
Yeah.
see it because
Well,
of how
like,
serious it was.
Because you
There,
saw-
but it's
because you-
way more deadpan. Like this is just cheese. Dude.
Well, it's
Like,
also-
and it's not.
with-
I don't know.
With the first one, remember you saw a slaughter, but you didn't see a slaughter.
Yeah. Well, in this one, what the
That's
fuck
you,
did
that's
we see?
it gave you that illusion.
What did we see in this one?
You saw more slaughter than the first one, really. If you think
You
about
saw
it,
Leatherface get fucking gutted with a chainsaw.
you saw more blood. You saw more blood in the first kill than you saw in the entire movie of the first Chainsaw.
Yeah. So
True.
once again, direct kill doesn't necessarily mean it's good, as we discussed
True.
on previous episodes.
True, but what I'm saying is though, yeah, there was comedy in that first one, but you weren't concerned with comedy. You saw something that looked real.
I mean, I like certain aspects of the film. Are there certain things in the film that aren't great? Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
there is. But I like, for one, the Leatherface's look. I fucking love Chop Top.
I disagree so hard.
You did-
Dude. Leatherface looks like fucking Poop Town, dude.
Dude, this mask is way better than the first one, I think.
Full out fucking
I think so.
I'm going to
I
disagree
think
with
so.
that.
That's just my opinion.
Well,
I
I
like
think
the part
3
two
looks
mask
better than 2.
Ew, 3 is caca.
No, 3 looks way better than 2.
No.
I knew that would be
He looks
like
fucking
Richard
scary.
Thompson.
No.
He looks fucking scary in 3. Listen,
I just
that's it. I just pissed him off.
Scoops is out. He's done.
Listen, wait. All right. Real quick on the mask because we're
Go
here. See, that looks like skin. The second one, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a creation someone like made. It doesn't look crude.
That
Right.
looks like shit to me. I hate this mask. When I bought this mask because it was on sale for $20 fucking.
You don't want it? Send it to me. I'll take it.
Yo, dude, that's totally worth it. I feel.
I'll pay you the $30.
I don't know, man.
Compared to
All right. So then, Scoop. Here's Scoop. I was just telling them this. Just follow me on this real quick.
all right, I'm following.
The first film looks like peeled layer of skin that he
Yeah.
used.
Like more dried, hard.
Yes. The
Yeah.
second one, the reason why I'm a 50-50. You want to know why? There's no way a person's, if you look at the faces he used, tell me they don't look too perfect. They don't look
Johnny's
man-made.
wife just chimed in. That's great.
His mask in part 2 doesn't look like something Leatherface made. It doesn't. It looks like it's something that was created for him. Doesn't look like he was sitting there in his shop, sitting there with the
Okay,
needle.
I'll
in
give
the
you
thing.
that. I'll give you that. I'll give you
Okay.
that.
But,
I'm
and
gonna say straight up,
the first
this
one
Leatherface
does. The
was-
third one does as well. It's got all the pieces of skin picked. You know what I mean?
This Leatherface was as good as fucking Pleatherface was in goddamn Stan Helsing, dude.
No,
That's
sir.
what I'm
Oh,
gonna-
God.
No, sir.
Really?
Don't-
Really? Hold on.
Don't
Every
fucking compare
scene-
to your
every scene-
shit.
I love that harder than a $2 hooker in
What is
Vegas.
this?
Oh,
What is
yeah.
this? What is this? This
That's the
fucking
chainsaw shimmy.
This is
That's the
fucking
chainsaw
retarded.
shimmy.
Dying.
No, it's fucking.
I mean, I'm
stupid.
fine with some of his.
It's
I'm
so
fine with.
bad.
I'm fine with some of his antics, but a lot of them.
dude.
I still love the movie though.
This
He
felt
was
like
horny.
a parody of its fucking self, and it's supposed to be the sequel. God damn
He
it!
was
Like it's
horny.
not.
Leave him alone. He wanted some booty.
I mean, he did hump her with a chainsaw. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
and he
dude.
totally blew his load. He totally
Listen,
blew
Yes,
his
he
load.
did. Okay. Yes, he did.
I cannot sit here and yeah, exactly. God damn it. Listen, I'm not going to say there wasn't things that I took away from this movie that I didn't enjoy. The underground bunker underneath the whole like abandoned amusement park was fucking awesome. Like the set designs were great in this movie, and I will like I said, there's points that I will give the gore when like you actually see Leatherface fucking getting it was awesome. Dennis, my problem with like so like Dennis Hopper's role, I feel like they like cut a lot of it out or something because I feel like
there was no growth with him at all.
No, it felt like such a just
180.
added on, like didn't even need it except for him to just be like you just needed him to have somebody like fight Leatherface, and you're just like, well, how do we do this without her just doing it because she's gonna fight? You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, he was also wasted half this movie, as we've learned.
Yes.
Like this was his
tell.
This was his hard drinking days.
Well, this was the last movie he had to do. Yeah, it was his least favorite movie, and it was the last movie he had in a 3-movie deal. So he was just kind of like, fuck it, you know? But the direction, they really didn't have much of his stuff written out. They were like writing as the movie was being filmed.
And you know what's funny? I did watch a little bit of that documentary you sent me. I got about halfway through it. And they were like, the dude was writing shit in the script already after they fucking filmed shit. Like, I don't know.
And Bob Elmore, who we'll get to him eventually, I'm sure, in the notes Chad has, but he said in an interview, because he was with Dennis quite a bit because he did the fight. And he saw Dennis a few years, years later. And he says, I don't remember much of Texas Chainsaw 2. And Bob goes, yeah, you were really hard drinking at the time, my friend.
I would almost say you could really tell
something
the
like
way
that.
he swings that chainsaw a little bit at the fucking chainsaw shop. That scene was just quite ridiculous.
Yeah, that was over the top, but I guess that was just to show like his mental state, which I get it.
I wonder how much of that was ad-libbed. I wonder if they just gave Dennis Hopper a stack of hundreds and said, here, go buy chainsaws. We're going to film what happens.
Like if that was a real like chainsaw salesman, like that dude on the porch just happened to be, that would be amazing.
They're like, hey,
Like,
buddy,
that
we're
would've
going to
been
send
hilarious.
somebody in here to buy chainsaws. Just go with it.
Just let him do what he's going to do.
I need to know chainsaw prices in 1986.
Yes, because
he
that was
literally
like,
just
that was
went
like
in,
$600.
wadded down. He was like,
he-
and I'm picking whatever the fuck I want. And I'm like, wait, how does this work?
Well, he bought one of the biggest chainsaws you could buy
No, I
at
know.
the time.
But
So,
like,
yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
like
prices anywhere. He was just like, yep, I like these 3.
Here's
Yeah, he
money.
throws almost $1,000 down, and there's probably $200 worth of chainsaws right there.
And the sad part is you could buy a
If
chainsaw
even.
today for $1,000, depending on what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That big ass one, dude.
That would be $1,000.
That
I
one's
guarantee
well
you that's
over
$1,000.
No, that's probably.
Well, I'm saying like depending on the company you go with.
fair.
But think about it, though, in
Anyways.
86 when you adjust for inflation, I don't think he spent nearly
You could go in with
what he
that stack of hundreds today. You're getting the 2 small ones, but
Right.
you're not
Like he
getting
could
the
have
big
easily
one.
left with like, I feel like 10 of them bitches in there for
Yeah.
that amount.
Yeah.
Like 100 would get you an awesome chainsaw in 86, I would feel, but I could be wrong.
But I mean, he
I
was
was just
basically on a
debating.
death mission, so he didn't give a shit.
Right. That's true.
And
Now-
we never saw him die, technically.
He was in an explosion with a grenade.
I know, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty
technically-
sure they were all dead in that scene. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting grandma to be alive. That I was kind of wondering. I was like, are they gonna do it? Oh my gosh, she was alive. Like
She wasn't alive.
Was she? She wasn't
she
alive. I
was.
think-
her head was
No,
moving.
She wasn't.
her head
Then
was
why did her?
No, her head was moving because the body was decaying and
It's
collapsing.
collapsing in on itself.
I
Chop
swear
Top
to
was
God,
just
it
crazy.
turned like this, dude.
No,
Like,
no. Chop Top was
Her
just
head
fucking
moved.
insane.
No, her head
It
moved.
collapsed in on
When her
itself.
head started moving, it's because when she
That's-
took the fucking chainsaw.
No.
Her-
Before that, though, I swore her head moved even before they touched it. Like it moved to the side. And I was like, wait, she is fucking alive? Like, I don't know. I was gonna say it looks like a moldy sack of fucking potatoes, so I would imagine no. But then again, the first time I saw the first one, I didn't expect Grandpa to be alive. So you know what I mean?
Grandpa to
Yeah.
still be alive 14 years later.
Right? He's got
Let
that
alone
swing,
with that
though.
grandmother from the first one, all of a
Grandpa's
sudden
that
get
one hit-
bigger. All I'm going
Oh.
to say is that grandmother got bigger from the first one.
Well, I think that was great grandma or great.
Oh, was it?
like, yeah,
So
that
then-
was. That
Well,
was.
now,
I don't think that was grandma. I think that was great grandma.
which one? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
So how the fuck where was great grandma with grandma upstairs the whole time?
You lost me.
All right, continue on.
So, anyways, well, no, we're discussing. So, I mean, obviously, I've already ranted on mine, but you guys haven't really had your shot. I feel
this was my first Chainsaw movie. This was my first one. The first one came after. I mean, at first I was like, why is this so hectic? Like, this is a really fucking kind of a fast-paced movie, and then like it gets really gross. Because I was young, I was like, I don't know exactly what this was supposed to be, and then I went and watched the first one. I'm like, oh, I still don't understand the second one, but I get the first one.
Yeah,
and then I saw the third one, and I'm like, okay, I get the first one and the third one 100%. Like, it seems like it should be reversed. My young self's like, the third one should have been this because this doesn't add up. And then as I got older, I'm like, still don't get it, but okay. I get where he's going. I still love it, but at the same time, I'm like,
it doesn't sit right.
What
with the other movies? If you know, like with part 3, it doesn't sit right.
Issue, dude. Like, and once again, I haven't watched 3, but I've watched the reboot.
3's kind of weird.
3D. I enjoy
3 would have been a lot better had it been the unrated cut. That's not the actual unrated cut that we got as the unrated cut
version,
which I have technically because I have the bootleg version with all the shit that's actually in it.
Yeah,
it's just a very grainy,
the work print version.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Nice. That's awesome. I don't know, man. Like,
this movie's my guilty pleasure. I enjoy the hell out of this. The way you enjoyed the hell out of Stan Helsing, I enjoy this fucking movie. It's fun for me.
Stan Helsing.
I fucking love that movie. I fucking love Bill Moseley. Fucking Chop Top is just such a ridiculous fucking character. And then for him to still have the fucking hitchhiker there, the body of the fucking hitchhiker.
If this movie
that's great.
Didn't have Bill Moseley in it, I don't know if I would have made it through it.
No, and you probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't be the movie.
Bill Moseley was my selling point. I will 100% say that because I fucking hated Leatherface in this. So.
You know what I was just thinking? I'm like, if the first one, I was thinking this a while back too. If the first one had a family, like I was always thinking, what if the second one was just Leatherface? Like, what would have happened with this movie? Probably wouldn't have been as comedic as it came out.
He needs the family dynamic, because he's got to have like a leader of some kind. Like, 3D, he doesn't, and see what happens. Like, he goes essentially on a rampage almost. Like,
but they made him more brutal. They made him brutal again in that one.
Yeah, they did.
I like 3D, dude, and I really wish
I do too.
We should have got,
and take out the 3D aspect, and I'm cool. Actually,
you know what? I don't even mind the 3D aspect. Just take out the CGI ending. And I'll agree.
Fair enough.
The CGI meat cutter was just, and the line, go get him, cuz. Just take that out too.
Oh, God.
Just going to sweep that under the rug. But
just remember that was not originally in the script.
I know
it was not.
And
that's also,
and if you want to know that, you guys can scroll all the fucking way back to some OG Gore N More episodes where the boss man himself interviewed Adam Marcus, and they talked about that script, and it was a great episode. It was really go check that shit out if you can.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, shall we hear from our buddy down under?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Unless you guys have anything else to casually discuss while
I think we kind of nailed it.
Yeah, I didn't even need to say anything. You guys said everything for me.
So there you
That's
go.
all well and good, boys. But
I'm very interested in where Brody goes. I think he's
snip,
a fan.
fucking snip.
well, fucking for another motherfucking
Wait,
episode.
why is he wearing a
This week I'm
Bruins
gonna talk to
jersey?
you about The Texas
Don't
Chainsaw
question.
Massacre Part 2. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing my lucky honky-tonkin' fucking cowboy hat. Yes, it is badass.
Fucking stereotype.
You don't have to tell me. It is fucking lovely. Thank you very kindly. I really appreciate that. But I'm here to tell you today why I love this fucking film. The nostalgia factor that really makes it and drives it home for me. And that is because me and my brother love this film. We quote this film so much. We get on the piss every time we go back home, chuck it on, have a fucking giggle or two. You know, good times. Bloody, it brings back a lot of memories, this film. Also, on top of that, the balls on Toby Hooper to actually come out and do something a little bit different with his sequel. I mean, obviously he did the first film. Great fucking film. pretty much changed horror cinema at that stage. And then he's come out and like thought, fucking, I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I respect that because the horror comedy aspect of this film actually works really well. I mean, he has taken the characters from his first film, rewritten them as different and unique characters. Besides, Leatherface has got a little bit more personality to him. But I mean, like, for instance, Chop Top, you know, he comes out as Bill Moseley. I mean, how could you not fucking like this character, this villain? He will go down as one of horror's greatest villains of all time. He's just so interesting to watch him play this character out. It's just a fucking weird. If it's not listening to the dialogue come from Bill Moseley, it's more so looking at his visual appearance, and it kind of leaves you guessing and questioning things about like what actually happened to him prior to this and what
happened to him in Vietnam.
He is today. I really like that about that. I mean, and then you got Dennis Hopper leading the way as this. He is our hero, but at the same time, he's a bit of an anti-hero in a sense, avenging his. I'm pretty sure it's his fucking brother.
His nephew.
3 hours later.
No, his fucking nephew. Anyway, yeah, I mean, how can you not like Dennis Hopper at all? I mean, I think every film that he fucking does, he brings his A game to whether or not it's a fucking cheese movie, TV, horror movie, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, it's always fun to watch Dennis Hopper like grab 2 fucking chainsaws and take Leatherface on and his family. I mean, you've got me sold just there. That could be the tagline or logline, sorry. If you were to pitch that to me at a meeting, I would be like, sold. Here's 10 million. Make this fucking movie. Yeah, I mean, nothing really else special about it other than the violence in this film. It's pretty graphic. I mean, you got Tom Savini back again, does a fantastic job, as he always does. And I think he really does hit the nail on the head with this film. I mean, they've just gone, make it a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. Make it to the title of the film. I mean, we really get to see that visual representation of what Savini's all about. And yeah, it's great. It's a fucking fun film. You could put this on with your mates, sink piss, and you would just have a laugh, enjoy your time. Yeah, great film. I can't highly recommend it enough. This week I'm giving you a Gore N More score of a solid 4. Yes, you might think I'm a little bit biased because of the nostalgic factor. I do not give a fuck.
Yo, you didn't go 4.75 like Lost Dance.
Yeah, this is your DKB throwing it out and saying, I'll see you next week, you motherfucking honky tonkin'.
Oh,
The same type that LG had.
Shit. Right? Love you, Brody. Thank you.
That was
Brody, that was
fantastic. He never disappoints.
Never.
Dude, the SpongeBob was perfect. Okay, dude.
I still love his review of Amityville 3. Just gets to how pissed he was.
That was probably
that was probably one of his. I think one of his
I don't
best
know if
reviews.
it's that or if it was the time where he sent the video of his story there.
Oh
God.
I mean, that's not technically.
I don't know. His review of
rant
Amity was fucking. That was almost.
That was great.
That was almost like TJ's rant for fucking when we made him watch. What was it? Stay Alive.
Stay Alive. Yeah.
Off camera. The
That
off
was a
camera
hard-
rant.
That was a hard dick on the table.
Brody's hatred showing on his face. And he looked like he wanted to reach to the screen and punch us all in the face for watching this.
Right?
For watching
And he would have done it if he had a way. He would have
Especially
done
if
it.
he's like, I had to pay money to watch this shit, you fucking assholes.
I hate all of you. That's what he's going.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that fucking liked this movie.
No, I still love it.
I've always
listen,
enjoyed it. Yeah.
I knew I was going to be the odd man out, so that's
I mean,
fine. But
here's the
I will
thing.
stand on that hill.
There's a lot of movies I love. I could pick them apart, but I still love them.
Yeah,
And this is one of them.
This is in no way better than the first one. Never.
No, you cannot.
It'll never
top
be
the
better
first
than
one.
the first one. But it's just so campy and so fucking cheesy and so over the top. I can't help but fucking love this movie. And like I said, I love the Leatherface design. It's my favorite. Take it for what that is. It's my favorite design. I love the mask.
I definitely disagree on that.
I hate what I do hate though about this movie.
Like
I hate
OG,
the over. Well, Pretty Woman,
Pretty
of
Lady,
course. Nothing beats Pretty Lady. Nothing beats Pretty Lady.
It's true. Nothing does.
But what did get on my nerves about this movie was the UT fans. those two the two kids at the beginning of the fucking movie.
Oh, the yuppies.
Oh,
Yes, because they're on their way to the UT game because it's UT versus OU, blah blah blah. And what annoys me about that scene is that it's so fucking true. It's so fucking true. Like that is how those fans are. But here's one thing I didn't understand about that opening scene. I'm an Aggies fan, so Okay. But so I thought they were supposed to be like college frat boys. That is the vibe that I got from them, that they were supposed to be like these college frat boys,
Right.
leaving Austin to go to the the party weekend in Dallas.
Right.
But then they make a dedication from the senior class to the senior boys to the senior girls or some shit like that when they're on the radio. So I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Were they fucking yuppies? Were they fucking like
They were supposed to be yuppies according to the writer.
yeah.
I know that.
But were they college kids or were they fucking high school kids? That's what I don't understand.
I never.
I would lean more
assume
toward
college.
college. Yeah, I wouldn't say high
I just
school.
felt like they didn't look like they belonged in Texas. That's how I.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
they did
Well,
not.
in Austin, yes, they
Okay.
fucking belonged in Austin.
That's fine, and I understand. Like, I'm very naive on the subject, seeing I have never been to Texas. So
I mean, that's all Austin right there. Especially back in that time, that totally fucking fit.
everything's got their sweater vest and their pastel colors. And
Yes,
Fuck you.
yes, definitely.
By the way, did
no.
you guys happen to notice the license plate on the Sawyer family truck?
Fuck you.
Fuck
Dazed
you.
and confused.
I'm gonna say I do not remember.
Did y'all
I
see
did not remember.
Did y'all notice the Moss Man He-Man figure?
I did.
Yes.
I actually wrote that down in my notes. Was Boss Man
Where was that?
In the
in the
studio.
radio studio?
Oh,
Moss
okay.
Man, the other,
Yeah,
I did
LG,
not.
G Moss Man.
Yeah, LG had the fucking Moss Man figure up on the window.
Ah, nice. Never had that one, so
I did. He used to smell like pine,
that's awesome.
but not as strongly as bad as Stinkor smelled. Which I still have my Stinkor. Still smells
Wow.
What does it smell like?
patchouli.
Ew.
Yeah, when they made the figure, they added patchouli oil to the plastic in the mix.
Gross, dude. That shit's fucking nasty.
Smell
And
it.
the
Damn
reissue-
dirty hippie.
The reissue figures don't have that smell. They don't have the same smell. It's
Man.
not as bad.
That's the worst part too, when you're going to go look for like a really good piece, dude, and you go to like a city that's, or somewhere that's got them, but you always go in there, dude. Like, you're going to get a good piece and a good price when the place smells like straight ass. But that's the catch-22 in there, is because you're going to smell, it smells like ass. And I always have the feeling that you're going to come out smelling like that for some reason. I don't know why. Like, that's my fear. But that is, that's an awful children's toy. Who the fuck would do that, dude?
Mattel.
Mattel, yeah.
Fuck, man. I'd be so pissed as a parent if I got that. Like, kid was like, I want that. They open it up and then my house just reeks. I'm like, oh, that thing's getting fucking lost
It
tomorrow.
smelled
Like,
so bad. It was horrible. Like, my mom would not let me. My mom was like, "Put that thing away."
like, you're playing with that bitch outside. Keep it out there. Outside coat. Like, it stays. Oh, fuck it. So, Chad Daddy, let's take a peek, buddy.
Yeah, let's hear
All right,
this.
I love how we went on a little Masters of the Universe rant. So the family group shot, as seen in the advertisements, posters, and video covers, uses the same positioning as the promotional group shot for the movie The Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The funny thing is, I remember when I was a kid and this movie was out in theaters, our local theater actually had it. And it was a small theater in a small town, but they actually had Texas Chainsaw Massacre too, because I distinctly remember walking past it and seeing the poster for it and being really creeped out, because right there at the bottom, there's Nubbins laying there. It's like a decaying corpse. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, as a 10-year-old boy, that kind of creeped me out. I didn't get into horror until a little bit later. Several scenes were deleted by the director due to pacing issues, as mentioned on the 2000 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Shocking Truth documentary. One lengthy scene that was cut from the film involves the Sawyer clan heading out at night to collect prime meat for their chili by slaughtering movie patrons and a group of rowdy rioting fans. The deleted slaughtering scene featured several elaborate Tom Savini special effects. Another deleted scene also also includes the film critic Joe Bob Briggs. An alternate plot line involving Lefty Enright as Stretch's father was also scrapped. However, these scenes are present in the 2007 Gruesome Edition DVD special features section, and I think it is also included in the Scream Factory Blu-ray as well.
Yes, they are.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that
she
movie
was supposed to be his illegitimate daughter or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Which makes no
I'm
sense.
kind of glad.
Daddy, save me!
I'm kind of glad they scrapped that because I always hate when
Yep.
they're just like the random chance, like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like it's just so fucking random. Like no, I don't know. But at the same time, I feel they should have gave him still some more story or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but not that. Not
no. Yeah.
because he was already there avenging his nephew's murder. So what are
Right.
really the odds that he was going to be related to her, being from way
Right,
different parts?
Oh,
of
I
the
happen
state?
to find my estranged daughter that happens to also be involved in this fucking weird. Like this is. We're not talking Halloween Kills here with weird like family trope history bullshit. Like, or are we? Ooh, yeah. I don't know. The movie scene thing though sounds pretty awesome. Like I'm sad we didn't get that.
No, the best part of that is the one where they're in the garage and they all get slaughtered. All of them.
Garage.
So the deleted scene. The
It's one of
deleted
the
scene.
big scenes, is what he's saying. Yeah,
So they actually were shot. You can like I could probably see them on YouTube if
yeah, they were shot.
Yeah, they're on
They're
YouTube.
included as special features.
I'll have to look for that.
Buy it.
Fuck no. Fuck no, dude.
I didn't even know you hate it. Yep.
No. Listen, I took a chance on the Howling, and that wasn't good. That was good. I enjoyed it. I would not. No.
That's about as likely as me buying Stan Helsing.
Exactly.
Brody buying Stan Helsing.
Well, yeah, but you know something. Christmas is coming up, so you're all just going to get shit presents now.
Like,
Love you too,
Yeah, I don't
Bobby.
I love you guys.
box of penises.
Little, and a long Dodge silver logo
Yeah.
to go with it.
There you go. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
Director Toby Hooper and co-writer of the original Texas Chainsaw, Kim Henkel, originally had an idea for a sequel that would feature an entire town of cannibals and also be a satire of the film Motel Hell, which itself was a satire of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The title of the sequel was supposed to be Beyond the Valley of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but the studio forced considerable changes to be made to the screenplay, even hiring a new screenwriter, and the result of those changes are what became Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. And like you said, the movie was constantly being rewritten even as they were filming it.
Yep.
That would have been really interesting. A town of cannibals and like
But it
Leatherface
still
is
would
the
have
center
been
of it.
a satire film.
Right.
Basically, yeah.
So it would have been 2001 Maniacs.
I never saw that.
I've seen it. Wait, that Robert England, right? Where they fucking had the ghost. Yeah, it was fucking horrible. Such a bad movie.
So would a town of cannibals just be eating each other, or would they be bringing people
I think there would
in to
be-
eat them?
No, they bring people
It
in,
had to
they
be like a
lure
tourist
them
town.
in. Yeah.
It would have to have been like a tourist town that was luring people in and then just fucking killing everybody.
Which, if you do that right, that could be fucking terrifying. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine like having
Oh,
some
it just
huge
seems a
music
lot-
fest and then like shutting like some music fest in a town that's surrounded by mountains, dude. And then you're able to like shut off both fucking like ways to get
Okay,
into
but
the
then-
town. And then
I got to cut you guys off there, because then you make a movie like that and people are just going to say, oh, this is a ripoff of the Hills Have Eyes remake.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, but if they would have made it back then, I mean, of
If they
course, if they
made
make
back
it
then, yeah.
now.
see, I
They
was
make it
thinking
now,
more
yeah.
like you go like yuppie town, but then they're actually cannibals.
Oh, make them look, them look all like, yeah,
like super like snooty white person. You know what I mean? Like,
But let Leatherface be at the center who chops them up and needs a face, and they can
and
also
they treat him like shit, and then at the end of the movie, he just fucking kills everybody, family,
eats them all, and makes himself new faces for years to come.
you know what? That would be funny because if the only line he said at the end of it, when they were like, "Why'd you kill everybody?" He's like, "Because only the saw is
his family."
Fuck
yeah!
Like, there you go, Steve. You just made a better part 2 in 2 fucking seconds, dude.
Thank you.
That-
Now let's get shooting.
Yes.
Let's get writing first.
Yeah, right.
No, we'll just
All
write it as we film. Fuck it.
Yeah, right as we finish.
Yeah, there you go.
For part
There you
two.
go, yeah.
Go along.
We just got to find somebody to loan us the money to do it.
We're
but-
not better than them.
It's like, what do I say in this movie? Hi.
make
What
it
after
up.
that? Bye.
What you do is you shimmy, 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 and then you run. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy,
Yeah.
run. No.
And we're making John play Leatherface, and that's all he's gonna do the entire movie until the end.
I'm just gonna shimmy all fucking day.
Oh wait, no, don't forget your chainsaw thrusts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
right.
chainsaw thrust.
That did maybe kind of like that made me laugh. Hard laugh, just because anybody that has a chainsaw does that instantaneously anyway.
Yes.
So the fact that he finally did, you know what I mean? It just like we're not going subtle here on the whole
The whole
it's
sexual
just like-
undertones.
no, not at all.
It was-
by any.
It was in your face.
That chainsaw was
or in her
his
crotch.
dick.
It was in her crotch, and he was a little impotent. He couldn't get it started on that first pull. It took a
His
little-
new name is Long Chainsaw Silver.
Continuing
What else we
on,
got, Chad?
Caroline Williams wanted to make a strong impression at her audition. When she was called in, she went to the end of the hallway and ran screaming into the room, where she pulled Toby Hooper and L.M. Kit Carson out of their seats and used the chairs to barricade the door before she began her scene.
She had some great fucking screams in this movie.
Yeah, but my wife was like, she screamed too much. I couldn't stand her.
She did scream too much, but she's a scream queen.
She
give her that.
definitely had some screams. I'll give her that, but it definitely seemed like I was ready for her to die because I was like, all right, I'm done. I probably felt like the same way Chad's wife did. She's like, no.
I do gotta say, she's still not a bad looking broad.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, you can't tell she's had some work done, but she's not bad.
For 35 years, 36 or 35 years old.
I'd hit
years
it.
ago.
I'd hit that.
Oh
in a
yeah.
heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Young, old. She could look like grandma at the end of the movie. I'm cool.
Oh,
I think that's a bit too far.
Yeah, but Steve's face was worth
I was
that.
gonna say, I feel like you could just go with a jar of mayonnaise and you'd be better off. buddy.
Are you trying to tell me
no,
something,
it's
here, Johnny?
If she's as old as grandma, you may as well just stick it into a pile of sand.
Right? She just crumbled.
the visual that I just fucking had.
Bobby
my
goes in for a
head.
kiss. He's just like,
Oh, fuck.
Continue on.
So, Primus sampled Chop Top's line "Dog Will Hunt" for their song "Jerry Was a Race Car Driver."
Oh, okay.
that's awesome.
Nice.
I love Primus, so anytime they mention
Right?
them is a good time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Tom Savini once stated that the makeup effects he created for Grandpa is his most proud accomplishment, which he compares to the makeup for the aged Dustin Hoffman, in Little Big Man from 1970.
Oh.
Little big man. I don't know. If
I'm going to look at
never
that
heard of that
real
either.
quick.
Okay.
Continue.
Bill Moseley created a short film parody entitled The
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw Manicure, where he played a small role as the hitchhiker and showed it to a screenwriter who was able to show it to Toby Hooper. Hooper loved it and kept Moseley in mind for a part should he ever make a sequel. When the time came to cast Chainsaw 2, Moseley was contacted for the role of Chop Top, who is actually the hitchhiker's twin brother.
Yep, they are twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're twins. That's why.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, I mean, that makes sense. Like with their mannerisms and things like that. Like, just
Yeah,
you know.
and that's why they never got rid of his body because he didn't want to let his brother go.
Fair enough. So was he like? We never get like where the hell he was in the first one, right? Like, there's no back.
He was in
He
Nom.
was in Nom.
Oh, he was in Nom.
Yeah, he was in Nom.
So they'd be
Yeah.
74. Yeah, no, they're okay.
Yeah, he was in Nom. I don't remember. I know I read somewhere exactly what was supposed to have happened that he fucking lost.
He said, he kind of alluded to it in the movie because he said something about, I won't use the actual word he used, but it was
Right.
person from Vietnam and it involved a machete.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I do. Yes.
Because it was his money, I'm guessing,
That-
from
yeah,
that funded
the
everything.
VA and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, does that mean he was a cannibal before he even went to Vietnam?
See, and that's what I was saying. He had to have been because the
Probably.
Sawyers were cannibals from
right.
birth. So that's what I was thinking. What the fuck was he doing in Vietnam?
And
That's
there was a lot of
right.
strange
Like, dude,
shit
like,
that
was
went
he
over Vietnam
like?
too? So.
He
Yeah.
might have gotten drafted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guarantee he did. Hitchhiker probably was served in Nam too, and that
By the
he
real
probably
quick,
showed him for his brother.
Right. Could have led to the why they're just that much more like,
I'm
crazier.
sending you guys the makeup from that movie and Chainsaw 2. Tell me. I'm sending it right now.
Oh, okay.
It's it actually has a little bit of the original Chainsaw and Chainsaw 2 in it. So there was inspiration from either ones.
Oh, okay.
So that the one on the left is
Dustin
Little Big
Hoffman.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
look at his aged makeup. That looks like
What
part
year
of
did that come out?
1970.
1970.
So I
Holy
think
shit, dude.
that inspired Grandpa in 74 and
Hardcore.
86.
Okay, so look
Hardcore.
at that. Look at that. That makeup was done in 1970, and you see people with aged makeup now that doesn't look half.
Dude, doesn't
as
even
good
look
as that.
No,
No.
not at all.
Not at all. That's fucking.
Although I will
amazing.
say, whoever does the Jackass silicone mask.
Oh
for them
yes,
does
yeah,
Yo.
yeah.
Oh my god! So when me and the wife went to see Venom: Let There Be Carnage a couple weeks ago, they had a preview on it for the new Jackass movie. Oh
Did
my
they?
god! I laughed. Yes, and I laughed so.
Dude.
You
fucking
haven't
hard.
seen the preview yet?
Bro,
No.
I try not to watch any trailers.
Oh
or
my
anything
God.
anymore. Be like, I just don't want shit.
You just have to.
shows
For,
everything
yeah, but
now,
it's
though.
Jackass.
Fucking
You know, there's
funny.
going to be so much more shit in there.
Listen,
So funny.
every time I've seen that preview, you know how hard I laughed, and it's the freaking preview.
Yes, every fucking time. Dude, I've laughed every time I've seen
Is
it.
Rip Torn back in it? I hope he is, dude. Is he still alive?
I thought he died.
I don't think he is.
I don't know. I mean,
died.
Rip Torn's been in like every other one, so I feel like,
I'm pretty sure he died a few years ago.
damn. I hope they have a memoriam to him at least in it, dude, because he's been in every fucking Jackass movie. And shit. I am hearing
Bobby, quit
crackling.
texting. I can hear it.
Sorry.
Okay, is that what that was? Okay, I thought
Yeah,
it
because I was looking at the makeup again, and I was like, I need more pictures.
Sorry, everybody, for that audio.
Sorry about
Okay,
that.
continuing on. So Jim Sydow, who played Drayton, is the only actor in the movie who was in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Lou Perryman, who played LG, actually worked on the original film as a crew member, but he wasn't acting in it.
I thought he was a cameraman. He was a cameraman. Yeah, he was one of the cameramen. Pretty cool.
Hoyt's Distribution, who had distributed 90% of Canon's titles in Australia, submitted this film for classification in 86. It was deemed highly offensive by the classification board and refused a rating, effectively banning the film. Hoyt's considered cutting the film, but the scenes and elements that offended the board were so many that it was decided not to release the picture altogether. The ban stayed in effect until MGM resubmitted the film some 20 years later, and it was finally released. So this didn't even see the light of day in Australia until about 2006.
Wow.
Damn. Oh shit.
Same, and then Chainsaw 1 was banned in the UK and all that shit. So these two movies are synonymous with being banned.
Oh yeah, it was one of the video nasties.
Nasties, yeah.
In an interview, Toby Hooper said that cutting the film down to 90 to 100 minutes was a major priority for Canon so they could have more screenings per day and potentially make more money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anytime, if a movie is just under 90 minutes, you get 2 more screenings a day or something like
See,
that.
I never knew that, so I'm guessing that's why film studios, prefer the 90-minute runtime.
Where Marvel's like, fuck it, we're just going to keep pushing it.
It's Marvel.
It's
It's Marvel.
Yo, we're gonna get a 6-hour movie come like 2025, dude. It's just gonna
I'm
be
down.
straight.
As long as it's good, I'm down.
Dude, they better
Oh, no,
give us
no.
listen,
I need bathroom breaks or something.
They need to give
Yeah.
us 2 intermissions hardcore in that 6-hour span, bro.
Like not even a short intermission, like at least
If you're
15,
eating that
20
much
minutes.
popcorn and shit, you're gonna take a Duke at some point, whether it's
Oh,
second
yeah.
intermission or
And it's going to go right through you.
right, dude. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna get that large, at least maybe even.
I can hold my Dukes for a
That's
good.
Oh,
for a good time.
no. If
Yeah,
I'm going
but
to
you
do
don't want to hold it while you're
No.
trying to enjoy a movie, bro. Like you gotta.
It's all about just breathing. It's just
Yeah,
but next,
you get them
yeah, but
fucking
no.
sweats, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're like-
dude, I gotta go.
and then that's
Yeah,
when
but
you're
you know, one
driving
of us-
home.
Somebody's gonna be a dumbass and eat like buffalo wings the night before, and they're like, "Oh, I can't hold it. I gotta go."
That's when you have that whole
And that's-
tight little butt
no,
cheek
that's-
situation happening.
That's when you're going to have your feet are not touching the floor. You're holding yourself up like this.
You know who that would be Cameron, because Cameron would go the spiciness, dude, just because he's like
He
young
would.
and dumb. And,
He
I'm gonna go spicy because it's awesome. Nope.
How
What's
bad could it
Cameron
be?
doing?
I'm old
There
and
you
I
go.
know what it does to me, and fuck that shit. And nope.
Oh, hey, speaking of spicy, last week somebody brought in a basket of hot peppers to work.
Oh, I remember your
There was-
picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was jalapenos, super chilies, ghost chilies, and Carolina Reapers.
The hottest
And
pepper.
you took what?
I took a Carolina Reaper, a couple ghost chilies, and a jalapeno, and I'm going to make hot chili oil out of them.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Yeah,
Sounds
buddy.
delish.
Scoob's got that look like, don't do it, man. Don't do it.
I do not do spicy foods very well. I tried that noodle challenge, that 2 times hot noodle challenge.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
I got, dude, they're like,
I've seen it. It's like a
ramen.
ramen noodle.
Okay.
But dude, these things were fucking, I got halfway through the bowl and I was like, nope, I can't. My daughter just tried it this past weekend too, and she ate like 2 spoonfuls and was like, nope, can't.
I almost want to try it, but I know I'll regret it a few hours later.
Yes, that was the worst part.
Those are going to be one of those like straight up, you are naked on the toilet praying to God for like 3 hours.
It's like the one chip challenge.
And a half.
Dude, years and years ago, my ex made oh shit, not jambalaya. Gumbo, yes. And my friend grew his own habaneros.
Ooh.
And I'm like, it's just one little habanero. I chopped up the pepper. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll throw the seeds in. How bad could it be? Oh, I shit fire that night. I regretted it so bad, man.
That's where we all
Chad.
That's where we all look like Jeff Daniels from fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Right?
Oh, I was miserable. I was like, never again.
Yeah, I did the Pocky one chip challenge. Never again would I fucking do that shit either.
Oh,
Fuck
okay. I have
that.
seen that one.
I've seen that.
Nope.
That, man, and I like spicy food. Like I can eat
but
hot
there's
wings,
spice and
but
there's
this is
torture.
like stupid torture spicy. Like fuck
Right?
that, never again. Mm-mm.
That's and then after you're done on the toilet, you're just like, thank you, Jesus.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy baby wipes right now because it's not gonna be pleasant later.
That's where you're like,
You
yo,
just want to go sit on
somebody
an ice block after that.
like
Yeah.
somebody started making me chicken and rice now. I fucking need solids, like because it's just going to liquid.
You will.
Anyways,
shit lava.
back to the
Continuing on.
Canon would give and take money from the budget depending on how their other films were doing at the box office.
Wow, talk about corruption. Jesus Christ.
That's
easy,
horrible.
That's pure corruption.
And I want to say there is a documentary about the rise and fall of Canon films, if I'm not mistaken.
There is. Real quick on Canon Films. 1986 was a big year because they got Chainsaw 2. You want to know what else they tried to get? Halloween. They made a 2-picture deal with Carpenter to have someone pen out a Halloween 4 script, which you can go check out with Taking Shape 2. And Canon was the company that was going to do it with Joe Dante to direct.
So you said you were listening to that. Is that like, did they do a book on tape version of that?
They did, the audiobook. I got it on Audible, Taking Shape 2. It goes through all the unmade Halloween sequels. And it starts with 4 because there's nothing for 2 or 3. They pretty much were solid.
I didn't know. They did an audiobook version of that. That's awesome.
I know everybody knows of Dennis Etchison's Halloween 4, which had some good things, but then some really not so good things. But I just had to throw that in there for Canon. Check it out.
So you would recommend that book then?
100%.
I'm ordering. I'm ordering that to get off here.
I've been listening to it for a week. I've gone back and listened to chapters I've listened to make sure I didn't miss anything.
What was it called?
I love having Taking Shape.
Taking Shape and Taking Shape 2. There's
Taking
2
Shape
books.
2 deals with the unmade sequels.
And it tells you how they got to the sequels they made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good to know. Awesome. All right, gentlemen, continuing.
Continue.
Many fans of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dislike this movie due to its emphasis on gore and wacky humor. Toby Hooper argued that the black humor was always present in the original film, but viewers did not acknowledge it because of its shocking content.
There you go.
I just felt that it was also way more deadpan and not such on the nose.
Well, that and people thought that movie
Previous.
was real. People thought that shit really happened.
It had a very documentary feel to it.
Yeah, so I think that had a lot to do with that humor being missed. Was the fact that people thought that shit really took place. There's still people that live here in Texas that are like, "Oh, you remember when that happened? That never happened, you dipshit. Like, it's not real."
No,
like,
it
the whole based on a thing was on Ed Gein, and it was nothing even
minuscule
about that.
And the weird part is he wore faces and he did eat people, so that part is real. There is no family, there's no chainsaw, but the actual carving of shit, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because he
And
had a
the skin
lampshade made out of human
He had
skin.
lampshades, a belt made out of nipples. He had
The
fucking
nipple belt is the best, dude. I
He
love
had
the
your
nipple
skull
belt. I don't know
for
why. Like it's just
he made soup bowls out of your skulls and shit like that.
But he dug those bodies up though. Like
Yeah, he didn't.
He only
yeah.
killed
Three of them were real deaths.
Yeah, he only killed 3 people, I think. I
And
thought
that's
it was
all it
less than
takes.
that. I thought it was only 1 or 2.
They said it could actually be more, but 3 confirmed.
They say that about a lot of people. They say that about Jack the Ripper, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but by more with him, maybe 2. It's not like he
we'll
was.
never know.
No, you're never gonna. That house has been gone. They demolished that house like a week after he got arrested or something. Something like, maybe that's probably exaggerating, but it didn't happen long after.
fair enough. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
Chop Top asks Stretch if the tape of the opening scene murders is from the Rambo 3 soundtrack. Rambo 3 had not been released at the time that this movie came out, but it was released 2 years later, also by Canon Films.
Oh, nice. Name drop.
Gunnar Hansen was approached to reprise his role as Leatherface, but he claimed to have been offered scale plus 10%, with the 10% going to his agent. When he replied he had no agent, they offered scale without the additional 10%. He found the offer too low. Publicist Scott Holton offered an alternate story claiming that Hansen vacillated about the part and the offer was rescinded. Holton didn't believe the average viewer was even aware of who the original actors were.
He did that all for the original series. He went back all 4 times to play Leatherface.
Wait, what?
And he was
He
And
went
he was-
back
never got
each
it.
time to play. He went back into
He tried it. Okay.
3 was probably the best answer he got because he actually got an answer from the director. And then 4 was the same way as this one. Basically, we can't do it.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Okay, so Caroline Williams revealed that she considers the character Stretch to have reappeared in 2 further films, only one of them part of the Texas Chainsaw series. She appears in an uncredited role of a TV reporter in Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, and according to her, the director told her that they don't know how long the Chainsaw films will carry on, but he wanted to keep her character alive. He said, I don't want to get rid of you. You're not mentioned anywhere in the screenplay, but I want to make sure that for the ages, if anybody wants to revisit Stretch, it has to be you. So the character that she plays in part 3 is Stretch.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to go see that.
You'll see
3, but
you'll see her right away. You'll know exactly.
I haven't seen 3 in a while, so I'm gonna go back and
body
watch it.
pit scene.
Okay.
Are
Okay,
you
now
reviewing that next year? I mean, technically, it'd be a third.
we could. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind
Okay,
it.
I've never seen it, so
That movie's got a lot of shit behind it. So I think
Now,
we
the
should.
other role is actually Hatchet 3. She
Yep.
plays news reporter Amanda Palmer and said that she's Stretch from what they're doing there. She played the character of Amanda precisely as Stretch would be. Stretch grew up, changed her name, and married a law enforcement guy played by Zach Galligan. And she split from him because she's a woman obsessed with pursuing these legends and the myths, which to her mind are not myths.
I do not remember Hatchet
Huh.
as well.
I don't think I saw Hatchet 3, but we are
That was the
reviewing
one
that
where
this
he-
year.
That was the
No,
one where he
We're doing
fought.
2.
That was the one where he fought Jason from 09, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ripped him out of his skin.
I'm pretty sure I didn't see it.
I loved
Thought
it.
I did.
Because 3 actually
All the Hatchet films are fun.
3 ends it, and then they came out with Victor Crowley
Yeah.
after, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Where was which one starts in the past? Is it 3 or is it Victor Crowley, or it starts in like the 50s or something like that? And somebody gets like these 2 kids in the like a canoe get killed or something.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember.
Might be the 4th one. Anyways, fuck it. We're not talking about that today.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay, so Joe Bob Briggs filmed a deleted cameo for this. He called the original 74 Chainsaw the greatest movie ever made. He also gave a favorable review to Texas Chainsaw The Next Generation, but felt that Leatherface wimped out due to the severe editing made for an R rating.
Yeah, that's another terrible movie.
the 4th one,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not.
Matthew
I'm-
McConaughey.
You're-
What was his
you're-
I
name
actually
in
haven't
that?
seen it.
I haven't
His-
either. Was it Boot Stomper or something like that? What the fuck
fucking
was his name?
knows. Velmer was his name.
Oh, I thought he had
His name was Velmer. No.
because I know he had like the hydraulic boot or whatever the fuck it was. But
That movie
Romper
sucked.
Stomper.
That movie sucked. Donkey dick.
Well, luckily
All
we're
right.
not going into quads, so I think that was the Gore N More rule.
Yeah, I feel 3 should
Three
be
is a good. Three's the cap.
3's a good
Three's a
cutoff.
good cap.
Yeah, yeah, because after that you're just beating a dead horse.
Well, there's so many other more movies, dude. But anyway,
Continuing on.
Yeah, so that's all I got really.
oh,
Like I have a little bit about the deleted scenes, but we've already talked about the deleted scenes variously. So yeah, that's
Awesome.
all I got.
Well, thank you, Chad Daddy.
My
All
pleasure.
right, gentlemen,
Jeez.
what format was this watched on?
Scream Factory.
Oh,
Peacock.
Roku.
Wow, I'm the only one who has the physical copy.
The
I
nice
have
thing
the
was that
I have the physical copy. I don't have it with
I have
me
a-
right now.
I have
oh,
a
yeah, that's
DVD,
right.
but I don't-
My bad.
What was that about?
I gotta say, with watching it on Peacock, the ad break, the commercial breaks, I think there was like 3 of them,
Yeah,
and they were like 30 seconds each.
that wasn't
Roku
bad.
Roku was a little longer, but there was just 2 ad breaks throughout the whole movie, so it wasn't too bad. And the ad breaks, I kind of liked it because it actually goes back like 5 seconds into the film, so you know you didn't miss anything. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you. Because sometimes
There's
when
another
the ad breaks, you feel like you get cut, maybe, but
I think is it Tubi does that too?
Tubi does that a
Everyone's
little
view-
bit sometimes
yeah.
too. Yeah. What's up, Heather? Welcome.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Heather.
long time. no
Hi,
see.
Heather.
And Claire, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was 4K, but it definitely was 1080. It was a clean copy. I'll say that for sure.
There was some grain in some of the scenes I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Peacock.
Yeah,
Word.
but it wasn't bad. Definitely not 4K.
Dish of the film.
Those 2 fucking college idiots.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one.
Actually, yeah, there's nobody else who can be because there really isn't.
I was gonna say Dennis Hopper, but yeah, I'll go with that.
No, because even Dennis Hopper has like his rights to revenge of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but he used her
Not-
to lure them out.
oh yeah, I'm
Evil
not gonna say
dies
he's
tonight.
a douchebag about
Like
it.
he, like oh
I
god.
don't know.
How about that meme I shared? Everybody but evil dies tonight.
That's right, bro. I was fucking
I already knew that.
no
was gonna
Halloween
happen.
sidebars.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
All I'm going to say is I already knew that was going to happen. That's all I'm going to say.
Continue.
John, don't forget how you have to end the show tonight. By the way,
Yeah.
Oh, I already remember.
Yeah. But yeah, the 2 yuppie pieces of
Yeah.
shit.
Although I will say, I did have a pair of those glasses back in the day.
I
Kinda
I
wish
did
still
too. I did
The
too. But
hologram
I
glasses.
might have.
Yeah, dude.
why,
I think I
why
might have.
couldn't she hang up the phone? I didn't understand that. Why?
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
she
some
just
weird
fucking hang up on
fucking-
them.
That's some shitty ass line connection problem
Yeah.
right there, dude. Like, it's like, no, okay, clip, disconnect line. All right, perfect.
well, if you guys, I don't know if you remember, but back in the 80s, if both parties didn't hang up, it would stay connected.
That's right.
Really?
Yes, because
Wow.
I did not know that.
which was cool because then the person at the other house could instantly just pick up the phone and you're just like, hey, what's going on?
Yep.
Holy shit! I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Thank you, Chad Daddy. Taking me back.
Damn.
Us old guys are good for a thing or two.
All right. Ba-dum-bum. Favorite kill? Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
I gotta say, Leatherface getting gutted was pretty sweet.
That was pretty tasty.
I like the yuppie.
That was also really cool.
I like the yuppie. But who was the stuntman who did that scene?
You got me, buddy.
It wasn't Bob Elmore and it's not Bill Johnson. That is Tom Morga.
Oh no shit.
Oh no!
Tom Morga has played Jason, Michael, and Leatherface.
Oh, damn.
He was a
Nice.
stunt performer in this film too. So
So I had an issue with that scene because Leatherface is standing on the fucking back of this truck with no harness. The truck's driving backwards and he's standing there fucking swinging the fuck out of that chainsaw with no, just I'm like, wow, physics. Awesome.
Not only that, but that truck was going as fast as that car in
90 miles an hour.
Yeah,
90
in
miles an hour. In
reverse.
reverse.
And stayed perfectly stationary, almost
Yeah.
to like they
Yeah.
were welded together for that camera scene.
And Leatherface was just standing there like nothing. Like that's some fucking leg strength right there.
Like, okay, that scene I will say was cool, like that he had the dead body on there. So it was
Yeah.
almost like armor protection. I thought that was kind of cool. But like then it just got ridiculous. Dude, Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like you could have pulled away at any time or just like stopped and just let them keep going back. Like, I don't, yeah.
You know, you got to say that those two, they kind of just set themselves up to die, because if they didn't
really
run,
did.
Yeah, if they didn't run the Sawyer truck off the road, they would have been fine.
Yep.
But no,
But had they also stopped and did a quick turnaround, they could have maybe gotten away too. So
Changed the entire beginning of Christmas Vacation.
I'm gonna say my favorite kill was when Drayton takes the grenade and fucking kills all three of them.
It was a pretty self-sacrificing death. I think I'm gonna have to go with Leatherface, dude. Just getting chewed up. It was meaty.
Yeah, it was very meaty.
He had a big gut.
Like, the best gore though was probably, I have to agree with my wife. Just was what was his name? LG.
Yeah, LG.
Yeah, like when he somehow was still alive after getting hit in the head by a hammer 20 times and was skinned, and then like half of his fucking rib, like that was fucking cool.
Yeah, those effects were fucking great.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's Savini, dude. Like, Savini, you're never gonna go wrong with ever.
No,
we love you, Tom.
Right,
we love you.
Another member on the love wall for Gore N More.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. So, best scene. Best scene in Texas 2.
The scene that's always stuck with me the most is just, you guys are going to laugh, it's that fucking scene of Dennis Hopper buying the chainsaws.
That was pretty ridiculous.
That always stuck in my head.
The way he's chopping that fucking tree.
But did you see it was
going like, yeah?
Did you see it was a stuntman though? Could you tell the stuntman like complete look nothing like Dennis Hopper swinging that fucking chainsaw?
No,
I don't know. I just always got a good laugh out of that scene.
I like the car scene, the car scene and that whole thing, because they're chasing him down and stuff. That would be my favorite scene.
I would actually have to say their chainsaw fight.
Oh,
hey, Cameron's in.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, what's up, hey, Kevin?
His ears must have been ringing.
That's right. Our own Project Louder Bubba himself.
Leaky chainsaw and all.
Leaky chainsaw. That's his nickname. Leaky chainsaw.
That's his new nickname. Leaky chainsaw.
He's not Leatherface. He's Leaky chainsaw.
We'll change it in the chat after this.
You might want to get that chainsaw checked out, then, my friend.
So I'm gonna have to say, best scene was the introduction scene of, like Leatherface himself, like when they're in the radio, like when you
that is
that was pretty dope.
Just I liked obviously like Mosley's character, like you're getting the whole time, like even because I know, but my wife's never seen it, so she's just like, what the fuck is he itching and eating? And I'm like, you'll see. And
it's so gross.
It is so
fucking.
so
and then like when they do the close up of it and you see like all the pus and stuff.
My problem is always like, and I love Bill Mosley, I do, but the thing is, anytime I hear his voice, I instantly just see Otis in my head. It's not anybody else but Otis, and I don't know why. That it just is for me.
See, I'm the opposite. Every time I hear his voice,
Chop Top.
You think Chop Top? Yeah.
I hear lick my plate,
because,
you dog dick.
It's probably because, I mean, like I said, this wasn't my first time, but it was my first like full length viewing of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, once again, Mosley's just Mosley. So any role he plays like over the top like this,
he's gold.
It's just,
Get that bitch, Bubba.
And I like that. What's her name that played Stretch even said, like, legitimately, like he scared me. Like, he was very nice, but he was that kind of guy where you were just always like, I'm going to keep my back to the wall because I don't know what the fuck's
and he still has all of his Chop Top shit.
Right. Like he wants to do it again. And I'm like, no, he died.
in that documentary or that behind the scenes or making of that I sent you guys.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the couch and he's like, this is the actual wire hanger or one of them. I have the actual lighter, and he fucking holds the lighter, the shit, and then he touches it and he scratches his head with it and picks it off.
Great.
And he's all, now watch how this handsome gentleman turns into Chop Top real quick. And he pulls out, he has the fucking dentures still. And he's like, I'm going to put them in. Watch. And he puts them in, and then he fucking starts talking like fucking Chop Top. And I'm like, that's fucking great. Like,
didn't he say after he took the dentures out that they tasted nasty? After all
he's
those
all
years?
nasty. Because he hadn't put them in years, and he still had the fucking the shirt and the vest, and he was like talking about what the button said and stuff. So he still has the Chop Top.
Yeah.
Like he should be
it's his favorite character, by the way, that he's always.
He should be in a Scooby-Doo role, honestly. Like He should be a creepy guy in Scooby Doo, just because the way he's like, he's dressed like the hippie. And
He's old man Withers.
right. But I want him with the Bono wig like half of the episode beforehand. All right. Did the opening scene hook you in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kinda.
The scroll. I consider the opening scene the scroll.
Okay, I was gonna say opening scene would be the car scene.
No, I go with the scroll because it makes me want to go, how many?
You're talking like the actual like credits, the opening.
No, when they're talking about
when they're
how
talking
when they're talking about the instances. Like,
okay.
that is the opening.
All right. Yes. If you're considering that, then yes, I will say 100%. Most attractive character.
Stretch.
she had them nice long
And
legs.
say was
With a nice rump.
the only other girl you saw was like the one that ate
The chili.
chili. Yeah. You got some tooth. Oh,
Stretch wins by default.
got some. Was it peppercorn in there? Yeah.
It's hard shell peppercorn.
All right. That is a tooth. All right. Did the score set the mood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very campy, but it kept it
was the chief.
scary.
But they worked at a rock and roll station and they did not play one fucking rock and roll song.
None that we knew, that's for sure.
She was wearing a ZZ Top shirt. There was a ZZ Top record up on the fucking wall. They didn't play no fucking rock music.
No.
I have that soundtrack on vinyl, and the version I have is the one that is for radio stations. It's not even one you could buy.
Oh, nice.
It has the pressing on it. It says for radio stations only.
Nice.
All right. So that leads us to best song.
That chainsaw one. Where's all
Oink.
saw at the beginning.
See, I like the one where they're on with the cars, the Oingo Boingo. It's You'll Never Live Forever.
See, I was gonna go.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Psycho Dennis Hopper singing "Bringing in the Sheaves."
Pray for the harvest.
Also a good choice.
And the time of region.
That was
There
Shall
you
come rejoicing.
Well, that would lead us to the next question, which would be favorite character.
Chop it, toppy.
Yeah, I'm a Leatherface boy, but Chop Top.
Yeah. Also chopped up.
It's a toss up between him and Lefty because it's Dennis Hopper.
I like Hopper, but I feel like his role just needed a lot.
We needed more. We needed
Yeah.
more. Yeah, I think I'll give it to I'll give it to Chop Top by default.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, watching him in this just made me want to watch Mario Brothers like super hardcore for no reason. But or Speed. Or the bus that couldn't slow down. Was it scary? No, but
No.
it wasn't.
No, it was
intended to be.
It was played more for laughs.
So I guess
Did it have some scary moments? Yes, but not.
well, I guess
overall.
for this particular movie, I would ask then, was it funny?
It was hilarious.
It had its funny moments. I mean, but it
Yeah,
had
it
its
did.
scary moments too. Like when Leatherface first popped out, like that was a that was a
and I thought that that was cool. But it's just, I don't know. Like I said, that whole scene when he was fucking with her and shit like that in the radio station and Chop Top was in there and everything, like that was great.
yeah.
But does it hold up today?
I would say yes.
I'll say yes and no.
I'm gonna have to go with Bobby on that.
That's a yes.
More
and-
yes.
As
than,
much
more yes than
more
no,
yes
I would
than
say.
no. And I'm trying hard not to just say yes because I love the movie so much, but
Yeah,
it's a yes and no.
There's yeah, and I will say more yes, but there are some definitely no, that definitely doesn't fit.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna have to say no, but that's because I just didn't like the movie. So, how is the acting?
I think the act is very well done. I mean,
I think. Well, you said Dennis was fucking plastered half the time, so I feel like you could kind of tell.
Well, they said too before he would get before his scene would start, he would fucking spin around in a circle to make himself fucking dizzy. Like the scene when he first meets Stretch, he fucking spun around to make himself fucking dizzy so that he had that fucking just out of his mind look. and he did that for every fucking scene.
So he's just trying not to vomit the whole time he's acting in a scene because he's just like, oh God, why the fuck did I just do that?
Yeah, while being drunk, while fucking being drunk all the time.
Right. I mean, that's every little 5-year-old like, yeah, just like I'm drunk like Uncle Dan.
You know, the acting for me, I think the acting was done very well. There are some issues like with Leatherface, of course. You know, like you pointed out, his little shimmy that he does with the stuff. And
I just like
they made him dumb in this one.
Yeah, way more dumb.
And I understand,
like over the top dumb.
Right? They're trying to satire it. I get it.
Yeah,
but that's what ruins it for me because I loved Leatherface so much in the first one.
Yeah.
It's which just the mannerisms, like.
But even the fact that they made him dumb like that, he pulled it off very well. Bill Moseley did Greatest Chop Top.
Oh yeah,
she did Greatest Stretch.
Completely over the top.
No,
for her, and that I think that was her first role. Wasn't that her first role?
I believe so.
She had never acted in
She did like
before.
TV roles a little bit, not much.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So I mean, she did pretty good. So everybody's acting in the movie was great.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I think Cook there, he obviously they probably told him to ham it up a little bit, but I feel like he plays his character perfectly, just hammed up to whatever this level needed to be.
Drayton,
you know what I mean? Like
I like him better in this film than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fine. I like that everybody has a car phone in this film.
Yeah.
They were huge.
And those things were fucking expensive shit to use
back then. Yes, they were.
That's where I'm more going with. I'm like, yo, this is 86. And we're talking these bum fucks. Like, I mean, if they're killing people, they're obviously like stealing money so they could have.
Well, yeah, but they were still selling. They were selling the meats and stuff too. So they had a shitload of money.
But it's like everybody had car phones in this movie, dude. It was great. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't remember that many people fucking having car phones in my childhood life. Like maybe a few. That was about it. You're fucking weird, dude. All right. Cinematography.
I thought wonderful, actually. Beautifully
fantastic.
shot. Oh, yeah.
Shot
well. The scenes in the tunnel is fantastic.
That's what I was just about to say. The tunnel scenes are probably my favorite shots. The close-up on Grandpa's eyes that are sunken in.
Especially the scene where Stretch is running down that long tunnel that's lit with all, like the Christmas lights and everything. Beautifully shot.
I have to agree with this. I will give the cinematography for this film 2 thumbs up for sure. Like everything, just the whole initial chase scene, and the underground level. The underground layer was great. Like I'm glad like that was most of the third act was under there because that looked cool as hell.
And I just want to say there is no such thing as Texas Battle World. That does not.
No, that was made for the movie. So.
Does not exist.
It was made for the movie. It lasted a year, and they got rid of it.
I feel like it would be called Texas. It'd just be Alamo Land or something like that.
I think Texas Battle
World. Have the Alamo.
Texas Battle World sounds like something that like they'd create in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
It's like Texas
Battle World, dude. Where like
it's fucking
Texas
Davy
decided
Crockett
to take over the Texas decided to take over the world, and then
led by an eternal Davy Crockett.
That'd be fucking. I'd read it.
That's an alternate
whatever
universe. It's an alternate, and everybody didn't die.
Damn.
And Pee Wee's bike never ended up there. No.
In the basement.
Right. So, gentlemen, did you enjoy the premise?
Yes.
Part D?
Yes.
I did.
Of course. Definitely.
I would have if it wasn't funny. It's supposed to be funny.
She killed Grandma, remember?
Yeah, right. She did. Fuck Grandma up. Recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind. You can't remake it too. You just can't.
I
So
would
rewind.
like to see it. I would like to see it released with all the edited footage put back into it.
That would probably be. I would probably.
Like
give
I want
that
to see
a
all this
rewatch.
cutscene. Yeah, I want to see all this.
I'd give that. I would rewatch it for that.
Yeah, and you would also get the original. You would also get the original opening too.
I want the cutscenes minus the whole bullshit with Lefty being Stretch's dad.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need
Fine with that. Fine
I don't
with
need
that.
family on family dynamic here. Like,
yeah,
we could have had that in Adam's script, and we didn't even get that then. So
I'm gonna go rewind
Rewind.
all day, every day.
I'm gonna go reboot. Just go with 3D. Rating out of 5, gentlemen. Oh, let me pull up my quackulator here. Chad Daddy, what do you got, brother?
Well, obviously TJ definitely gave it. He was too generous.
I would say that.
I almost want to agree with Brody,
Okay.
but I'm actually going to go 3.75.
3.75. Okay.
Yeah.
Scuba Steve.
I give this baby a 4.
Solid 4 from the Scoobs. Bobby, my man, what you got?
I'm actually going to give it a 4.1.
4.1. All right. And I'm going to give it a 2.
I was waiting.
I knew it was going to be a 2. I knew that.
Listen, I could go worse, but there's things I still, like I said, I could take away from a positive, so it gets a 2. All right, and so that gives us our Gore N More score of 3.46, so 3.5 for Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Right on.
All righty. So next week, gentlemen, what are we discussing?
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Yes!
Tom Atkins is ass.
We get more Atkins.
More ass.
Of course,
we had a pause between the Atkins because it would have been an overload if we did it back to back.
Yeah.
we would have had too many mustaches.
Back.
We would have had color mustache and white mustache. It's a lot of mustache.
Right. That's true. Oh man. I can't wait, dude. I haven't watched Halloween 3 in a fucking good minute.
Same.
Steve's like, I need to watch a good Halloween movie.
Yeah, I need a good Halloween movie. Hey, you know, for everybody that says they don't like Season of the Witch, you can suck a big fat one.
Because
listen,
Tom Atkins fucked your mom.
The reason why, there's a legitimate reason why it's not liked, but there's a legitimate reason why it's loved.
True.
Right.
Yeah, because it's actually a good movie.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
If it was not a Halloween movie, if it did not have the title Halloween,
it'd be just Season of the
people
Witch.
would love it.
Yeah. No, if you just,
and I really hope they make this fucking sequel that Blumhouse was talking about. I'd be down for that.
I don't know, because
can we not call that Halloween though?
No. Here's what you got
2 or some shit.
No. If you called Halloween 3 just Halloween Season of the Witch, they'd be like, "What is it?" I'd be like, "Well, it's not a sequel. There's no 3."
Yeah.
There you go. Boom, done. And you can't call it Season of the Witch 2 because then watch, you fuck it up. It ain't gonna live up to that.
Halloween 3 Part 2.
Halloween 3 Part 2. First blood.
Yeah, I love it. First Blood Part 2. Fucking hey, dude. Great movie. Can't wait.
Yeah, right.
I will say, dude, I did enjoy the mask in the new movie. Shout out to Halloween 3. And the new kills. I thought that was Steve's like, I'm not fucking talking about that goddamn movie. I can see
you don't like the mask, Steve? What's wrong with the mask?
There's nothing wrong with the mask in the movie. The mask in the movie is fucking badass.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. It's the bullshit that Trick or Treat Studios put out to pass off as
a mask. That is hideous.
That is fucking crap.
You're right. You're right. 100%.
I actually redid his with an actual blowtorch to the fucking mask. It looks fucking sick. It looks like on screen.
I bought the Trick or Treat Studio, but I found one that was decently painted. Like I scoured to find it.
Yeah,
I found a decently painted one, but I'm gonna get it redone eventually.
Yeah,
but it does nothing. It does nothing compared to last night to play Michael, and I already did stuff to it. And tell me that don't look too bad.
That's kind of cool.
I just bought it last night, and I already took care of the hair. I still got to pat it down a little more and actually glue the back of it down, and there you go.
May we ask where you picked that up from, bud?
Spirit Halloween.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yep.
This is Todd's part. This is Todd's part 2.
Yeah, the 2. I have my 2 right here next to me. I actually have the animatronic Myers, and I hated the fucking hard plastic mask it came with, so I stuck my Halloween 2 mask over it.
No, nice.
Yeah,
but I'm actually gonna darken the hair a little more.
Yeah.
And eventually what's going to happen, dirty it up a little more. Like I want it to look like kills without Michael taking the mask off, like they never captured him.
That'd be cool. That's a cool concept.
So that's what I want to do with it. I already started doing something with the eye hole because the one eye on the 2 mask, because of how it sat, was a little smaller than the other one. So I already opened it up a little bit more.
Can I just say how awesome it is that like old men can cosplay as Michael Myers now, like with masks?
Oh yeah, fuck
Like,
yeah.
Yo, you got some gray hair and some gray stubble, dude. Just put on a fucking jumpsuit, tape up your one hand,
And your
That's what I did. That's what I did last night. That's what I did.
Fucking love it, dude. So while we're nerding out here, does anybody have any nerd news?
So much nerd news. DC
Yeah, there we
fandom
go.
was on Saturday, baby.
Holy fuck, dude.
But Chad Daddy, go first.
Well, I was just going to say that this past week, Chucky premiered, and I'd like to know everybody's thoughts on it.
I
actually didn't watch.
It's on
I really
YouTube.
enjoyed it.
The first
it's on
episode
YouTube.
is on YouTube for free on the Sci-Fi YouTube.
Watch
it,
Mr. Vasquez, because I did not know that, and now I do.
Now I gotta
So-
watch it.
There's some things that's like, come on, but it's fucking fantastic. I loved it. I ate every piece of it up. It was fucking great. It's
My
a
wife
good
doesn't
start.
like. My wife doesn't like Chucky, but I had her watch the last few minutes just because of how awesome it was.
So without giving anything away, okay, I'm just gonna tell you one little schmid, just little thing that I like. Chucky as a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, that's awesome.
In front of everybody at the school.
Oh,
my god. It was
so he's already
great.
Okay, so I need to know, how long is the first episode?
It's
solid 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's 40
minutes, I think.
Okay,
40
so
minutes
it's an
without
hour if
commercials,
you
yeah.
had commercials.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was hoping they wouldn't be like a 20 to 30 minute show. You know what I
No,
mean? Like, I was
no,
hoping
no.
it'd be a good.
And
Okay,
the
that's
new kid is very, you feel for the new kid.
Okay.
The
new Andy or whatever.
Yeah, I guess you could
He's
call him the
older
new
though,
Andy.
right? Like he's
13.
kind of.
He's
Okay,
13.
yeah.
It's good. It's
Good.
I mean, and I really don't know much about what direction they're going with it, but I know it's supposed to be in the same aspect of cult, I
Okay,
guess.
right. So he can multiple possess different bodies and shit.
I'm guessing,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I
Good.
just
No,
love the
I will definitely watch that after we do that.
I love the last scene where like he's the kid's trying to get Chucky to talk to him, and finally Chucky does talk to him. He's like, "Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi fucking ho."
Yep.
That's
it's
awesome.
It's good. It's good. And I've
right.
never wanted to see teenagers die more than I did in this
yeah.
fucking show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that
because
one girl's a total bitch.
These kids are fucking assholes. And I'm just
Okay.
like, fuck you. Get them, Chuck. Like, come on.
Good.
But
Good.
it's good. It's off to a good start. I hope they keep that momentum and that umph that the original Chucky's had.
So that being said, and being a series, usually, and this is, I mean, the first episode, if it's got a strong start, that's good. And we all know it's gonna
It'll
it's gonna teeter off a little bit, probably around third or fourth episode. It usually does because it starts to spread out a little bit more story. But
What Cammy just said right there.
it's the best LGBT. All right. I mean, I'll have to watch it, dude, while I'm dining on some dinner after we.
I'll watch it at some
It's-
point this
it's-
week.
It's really cool because after the episode, it says what's coming up in the season. It does show Andy.
Oh yeah.
It shows Andy, Kyle, Tiffany, and I can't remember Fiona Dorff's character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it shows all them, and I'm hoping
fuck, I forgot.
I would like to see some kind of callback to 3 because Tyler's going to show up, at some
Yeah.
point, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
he's got it. He didn't die. Like,
No, he's still around.
I mean,
We'll-
if
we'll
Kyle
see
came
what the
back, like,
season-
why the hell not?
We'll see what the season holds. I have a lot of
I'm
hope
excited.
for this season, and this gives me hope that studios will say, "Hey, let's do shows for other characters.
There you
Let's
go.
get a Nightmare on Elm Street series going because that would be fucking epic."
Don't forget they had one at one point too.
Yeah, but I want to like cohesive series.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
One-
but I'm just saying.
Freddy's
in general.
Nightmares. I'm sorry, but Freddy's Nightmares. I remember watching it when it came out. It was not good. I did not
No, they
enjoy
really
it.
weren't.
So speaking of potentially not good or potentially good, I will say, keeping in the vein of horror nerd news, and I know you guys have all seen it, but Rob Zombie has dropped the pictures of his 3 adult cast members for the Munsters.
And no offense, kind of predicted one of them.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
and
wife
that
was
was
going to be in it.
Yeah, you knew Sherry Moon was going to be in it. There was
But
no
I
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But
yeah.
I will say the picks for Herman and Grandpa, I'm very promising. Very promising.
So, and I know everybody shits on Sherry Moon, and I even do it myself. I'm not going to deny it because obviously she's typecast by her husband because he's the only guy that will. But I feel like her best acting gig was in Lords of Salem. Even though I did not like Lords of Salem, I feel like she actually like had some chops in that. So I'm hoping she could actually bring it to this.
I loved her as Baby. Okay,
I did too.
In House.
No, I did too. But I feel like she was perfect for that role.
Yeah.
To where any of the other ones, it's.
I just don't want her to ham it up, which I understand. The Munsters was, it was a comedy.
Yeah, is this still going to be played as a comedy, or is it going to be?
I
believe so.
I hope
believe
so.
like
No, if it's not the Munsters.
But see, Rob Zombie is the perfect person to do this movie because he has such a love for the original series.
He does.
He absolutely adores the Munsters.
to where I don't think he's gonna go. Like everybody thinks he's gonna go his normal art direction, right? And that's like I don't think he will, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it is a comedy because I want to see him, expand to a new horizon. I want to see what he can do with comedy.
Like, and if he loves it as much as he says he does, he's gonna want to keep it kind of true to its form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's gonna be some maybe some adult humor in it, but I feel like it's gonna be something that you could probably take your kids to watch. Like, it's not gonna be a rated R Monsters movie.
I think
that would seem stupid.
I think we'll finally get a glimpse of him directing something very well, and I think it'll be this.
Here's what I'm going to say on the cast real quick. Like I said, Grandpa and Herman, great. Think about Sherry Moon. Listen, everybody has taken a shot at Sherry Moon. Beautiful lady, don't get me wrong, but here's what I'm getting at. Name me another character she's played that was not original. Every character she's played is original.
Yeah.
You can't do what you do with original with what she has to do with this.
And you know what? She wasn't even bad in 31.
Because Yvonne, who played the original Lily, you're not touching it. That's anybody. That's anybody who steps in the role. But
like I said, I think because Rob has such a love for the series, he's going to do a great job directing and not letting her do a Baby or take an original. No, he knows. We know how Lily's supposed to act. We know we have shitloads of footage of how her mannerisms are and what same thing with Herman, same thing with Grandpa. The one thing I do have to complain about, I don't like the mustache on Grandpa.
I fucking hate that so much.
I don't know.
Grandpa never had a mustache.
Okay
Get rid of that shit.
I'm okay with the hair. It's overdone more than the original.
But it's kind of like I don't know.
I don't know that mustache just doesn't.
That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit
for me.
Like I said, he looks like a Muppet with it, but
yes,
maybe this is before Eddie's born. Maybe I don't know. I don't know when this is supposed to take place.
That's what I'm thinking.
So maybe it's like a younger Grandpa.
It could be.
That's why he has this mustache.
But I think the mustache makes him look older.
Yeah,
it makes him look older more than young. I know, but.
You guys didn't see the new animated Addams Family, the first one, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, so that one starts out in the beginning, and it actually shows them finding Lurch and getting the house, all pre-kids. And I kind of hope the Munsters movies go that this goes that route too. We get a whole section before Eddie is born, and Lily, what's the niece's name? Marilyn. She comes in. Who's playing Marilyn?
They haven't said.
This was the first announcement of anybody.
Right. This was I was very on the fence of how Herman was going to look or not, but I think they actually did a pretty good job.
And I hope we find out if Herman has werewolf balls.
Yeah, because either that. Because
that's the only way. That's the only way it explains that
where Eddie's coming from. Yeah, she's vampire.
Now, is this? Do we know if this is going to be filmed in black and white, or was the pictures just in black and white?
I think it was for nostalgia, and this is just me starting. I think it's going to start in black and white,
and then you'll switch. Yep.
Yeah, then you'll go to color,
just
after
like the TV show, because the TV show started in black and white.
So kind of like WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't the '90s movie did that too? Here Come the Monsters or Return of the Monsters, whatever the fuck it was.
Yep.
I think that started black and white and then went full color because then you're all like, oh, they're like green and shit.
And Mockingbird Lane looks amazing. So
yes,
it does.
Look fucking choice. So I really I loved the Munsters. They're in Hungary.
Yeah,
dude.
I loved the Munsters. I honestly preferred the Munster TV show over the Addams Family TV show when I was a kid. I loved Herman Munster. Like, he was just such a goofy fucking character, you know, this big fucking scary Frankenstein monster, but just this lovable. He's like Johnny D. He's like Johnny D.
And he was a great dad too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Oh yeah.
We just described Johnny D right there. Big horrible looking monster with a heart of gold.
Yep. Fucking A, dude. I'll take that. Anything else for nerd news? I know you mentioned
the
DC
Batman trailer.
Yo, that trailer looked fucking
Batman trailer dropped. Wow.
I don't know which one more I'm excited. I think I'm more excited for Flash.
I thought the Flash trailer did more for me.
I enjoyed the Batman trailer. So Batman.
I'm not gonna.
I enjoyed all of them. I enjoyed Shazam or fucking Black Adam. I enjoyed Flash. Oh man.
I didn't. I did see. I saw the Aquaman one too. Was there one for Shazam? I didn't see.
No, not for Shazam. For Black Adam. Did they show the one for Shazam?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw pictures for Shazam. I didn't see an actual trailer yet. Though.
I think they did a sizzle reel too because it showed Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that. I did see the Black Adam. Black Adam trailer was the first thing I saw. Yeah, and I was like, "Fuck yeah,
dude!"
Like,
Rock's gonna bring it in fucking hard, dude.
Yes, and I hope The Rock has enough pull to give us Black Adam versus Superman.
Okay, but are they going to bring back what's his name as Superman? Or are they going to get a new Superman? I thought he said he was doing.
I think they will. Cavill.
I want Cavill, dude. He's awesome as fucking Superman.
So I really hope we get a fucking cameo or some shit at the end, like we did with Shazam, where they're fucking facing
was just
off.
a body double.
No, but where we actually see him, they're like fucking facing off or some shit. And man, cool. Like, Black Adam would fuck up Superman hands down.
Well, you see the end,
because he's magic based.
Yeah, magic based.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But the Flash
trailer, the whole thing was just a voiceover by fucking Michael Keaton. His voice, I had chills.
When Barry goes to pull the fucking
dude,
and you just off, I was like, let me see it, and then we didn't see it, and I was like, son of a bitch, but I know what's under there.
But you know,
I know,
like,
and the fucking refurbished bat suit that other Barry's wearing, like, wow.
I like the different Barrys in the background, like the long hair versus like, I'm assuming our main one is the shorter hair.
Yeah, and then Supergirl, oh baby,
dude, and his new suit looks fucking dope as hell, man.
Yes,
like,
it does.
Yes,
Black Manta and Aquaman looks fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, I'm not huge on Aquaman, dude, but I do love Black Manta as a villain. Like, so I'll probably definitely be catching that shit.
In Marvel news, Marvel pushed back a lot of fucking movies.
And you know what? I think Chad Daddy and Boss Man called it. I think they did it because of the Batman release.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
They pushed back.
That's a hard release to fuck with, dude. Like,
they pushed back Doctor Strange, Ant-Man,
the Marvels, Blood and Thunder, and they pushed back.
Wow, Thor got pushed back too, huh?
Yeah, and they pushed back
and Indiana Jones
by almost a year.
Yeah, and there was supposed to, I think there was two unnamed movies that Marvel was doing.
Three unnamed. One changed release dates, and two just disappeared off the radar completely.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
No,
DC did go nuts last week.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I love it. I love this.
I do like the fact that they moved Doctor Strange back to May, because I always like that May release schedule that they had.
Yeah, like right before, like that's the first big summer blockbuster.
Yeah, because that's the way the MCU started. Was their big releases were in May, and then it changed to March for some fucking reason. And now I like that it's back to May. Plus, they just finished production on Doctor Strange anyway, so it gives them more time to polish the effects.
See, I'm so excited.
Edit
for
it
that,
more.
Dude.
Just Sam Raimi. It's going to be great.
Oh my god!
Everybody's saying, "Oh, fuck Marvel, fuck DC." I'm a comic book fan. I don't care. Give me DC, give me Marvel. Everything. I'm going to consume it all. I don't give a shit.
You kidding me? You know how excited I was when they were like, even though wasn't really a fan of it. But when I was excited when they announced the Bloodshot movie, because if we were going to start getting the Image universe, dude, or I'm sorry, the Valiant universe, Valiant universe, that would have been fucking amazing, dude. Because then you would have got like Ninjak and shit like that, dude.
I know, and I'm really disappointed that it didn't really go anywhere because there's a lot of good properties in Valiant they could be using.
They should have fucking not used Vin Diesel, dude. Like that was the wrong name to start that universe, from, in my personal opinion. Like,
and I'm gonna say this right here, right now.
Say it.
If Joaquin Phoenix makes a fucking cameo at the end of Batman, I'm done. I'm gonna fucking.
That's supposed to be that universe,
amazing. Right? Well, we don't know. We don't know. But if it is, that's fuck.
What if he's in the What if he's in Flashpoint though?
Oh, that'd be fucking great. Oh, that'd be fucking great too. I mean, there's so much shit we don't know still about Flashpoint, and I just hope DC goes big, knowing that Marvel also is opening the multiverse. I hope DC fucking goes big with this movie.
Clearly, they are also doing it. They're like, yeah, we're just going Flashpoint, full fucking. There you go, everything.
Yeah, but they announced they were doing that even before Marvel did their multiverse.
Oh yeah, but I figured like everybody
that film years ago.
I feel like everybody kind of knew Marvel was going to go multiverse though, just because like everything's been kind of following the comics, not to a T, but you know what I mean. Like you can kind of follow the lines they're going. But funny enough, and actually,
but DC is more
and knickknacks. I'm not sure who that is.
Multiverse.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
see, I don't know.
DC's always had their
Marvel too, though. Because
DC's always had No, because DC's always had Elseworlds. You know, Earth 2, Earth 4, all the other Earths.
Prime.
That was more. That was always more of a DC thing.
Because I always thought, like, I mean, like Marvel always had like Earth 616 and shit and everything like that, and even that was like
616 is the main Marvel universe.
Right.
They had a few. They had 616, Apocalypse. They've had a multiverse, but DC has been doing it since the fucking 60s.
Fair enough. Speaking of DC and dropping tomorrow, which actually also kind of leads into another shot, will be the Injustice animated feature.
Yes.
Which I am very fucking excited for.
I'm excited for, but I've read a lot of reviews saying that they tried way too much into it.
It feels like they kind of went a little MK Legends Battle of the Realms with it, and I'm a little nervous.
I've been reading, and I'm really disappointed in that because I was really hoping they were going to do it more like the Long Halloween.
Right. Yeah. Like I was hoping they would like suss this out and actually like give us a lot of injustices because they could. The fucking stories are there. Like they're already written. Just animate them. But I'll still probably be picking that up tomorrow, and hopefully you can look for a Fatality episode down the road for covering that shit too.
Yeah, buddy.
Awesome.
There you go.
Okay, one final thing to talk about.
What else we got, buddy?
The new international trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife dropped today. Have anybody seen it?
Nope, because I don't want to ruin any more shit that I've already seen.
It gives you a little bit more footage.
I know.
I heard about it, but I'm not watching it.
My GB's chat was blowing up today, and I'm like, guys, I don't want to know shit. I will wait. It's less than a month. I don't want to watch it. It's less than a month. I
don't want to watch it. I'm so excited for the fucking movie. Like I'm so excited. We watched Ghostbusters this past weekend, part 1 and part 2 on Sunday during the day, and my daughter sat there and watched them with us also, and I'm so fucking ready for this movie. I even almost, because I was on such a Ghostbusters kick, I even almost watched the female reboot
you want, all right, you know what, dude? I own it.
I do too.
I've watched it multiple times. It is not a favorite of mine by any means. There's things I don't mind on it, but I'll say overall it does suck.
So my main bitch with that is, had it been a continuation, I'd have been okay with it. But to reboot the franchise or to restart the franchise like that,
not
restart it to
reboot something that really
didn't need to be.
Never needed to be.
And it has nothing.
A sequel.
It has nothing to do with the female cast. It has nothing to do with that. If you would have just said, okay, these already took place, but now these females are coming in place of these people that already did this in the past, I'd have been okay with that.
Yep. That's all they
it
had
would
to
have
do.
made for a better movie.
Dude,
than,
it was the very first trailer that fucked it all up from the get-go because they said 30 years ago, Ghost hit New York. And now, so you already instantly are set up that you think it's going to be a continuation, and then it's literally fucking not.
Yeah.
And secondly, if it was a continuation, it would have been 1,000 times better because the entire end scene would have had to been fucking rewritten because you don't blow up Ghost. That's not how that, like,
Yeah.
even Steve could tell you in the legit for Ghost are energy. You cannot get rid of energy.
Yeah.
Like you can only disperse it. You can change it. Like you can contain it. Can't get rid of it.
Shout out to Flick Snacks and Knickknacks.
Yeah, dude. They've been
Watching us on YouTube.
blowing it up.
They're blowing up our chat right now.
Yeah, love it. Go for it.
And we're not trying to ignore it. We're reading it too as we go.
We're not ignoring you. We're not ignoring you.
No.
We're still here. We're reading it as we
But-
can.
I love the interaction.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
always
just trying to
good to
read
see.
while still talk at the same fucking time.
I know.
It's like, well, yeah.
Well, that's why when you guys were going on the Marvels, I was reading his stuff, and I'm like, okay.
But like,
'Cause I'm-
yeah, dude.
I'm not huge into the superhero stuff. It just never was.
The reason I full out watched GB 2016 is because the daughter does like it because obviously there's female Ghostbusters. So that's why like when the trailer for the new one dropped, I'm like, yo, look, there's female little kid Ghostbusters in this one. Like that's a way cooler selling point to a kid, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. I'm very excited. I hope the reviews that we've read from a couple things are wrong, but we'll see.
I still wish we could have got a Ghostbusters movie, even if it was a remake. Okay.
No. Listen. A remake of Ghostbusters with the guys from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
So Steve
That was
Carell,
originally
Seth
the plan.
Rogen. What would it be? Steve Carell, Seth Rogen.
They originally wanted
Paul
to do
Rudd.
Paul Rudd and
which Paul Rudd's already there.
But instead of the guy,
Well, Paul Rudd, I feel is
James
the new
Franco.
Louis
James
Tully.
Franco.
No, James Franco wasn't in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
No, dude. See, I feel like you.
No, but he was one of the ones that they wanted in the Ghostbusters.
Okay,
I would have casted
Continuation.
what's his name? Craig Robinson.
Yes, Craig Robinson, hands down, dude.
Seth Rogen.
Potatoes are still warm.
Take
but
your panties off.
Right? Get your gun, fool. I'll kill motherfuckers with my bare hands. Craig Robinson, Franco, and I don't know. Carell could probably play the straight man. Carell could probably play the Egon. You got to have somebody play the straight man. Like
I would like to see that be because that's complete opposite of what you usually see.
Complete
him doing.
opposite of what he plays.
I always thought it would be what's his name? Oh my god, dude. He's the main skinny kid in what's that Star Wars movie where the kids nerd out? Guys got cancer.
Fanboys.
Yeah.
Is it Fanboys? Yeah. So what's the skinnier kid in that with glasses? He's been in a fuck ton of other movies, but that was just the one that I thought of. Like he was also in he was the one that actually hangs out with Seth Rogen when they're playing themselves. They go to James Franco's party there.
Fuck, what's his name? I forget his name. Fuck, what the fuck is his name?
I can't. Anyways, I always thought he would be a good Egon, personally.
And, well, we're getting what we're getting, and I'm fucking excited for it.
Yeah, so am I.
Absolutely.
But in another world, in another part of
I'm looking up fanboys now because now I can't remember.
In another part of the fucking
This is the end. Yes,
multiverse.
that was the movie I was thinking of. Thank
Oh
you.
Yes.
I just can't think of that dude's fucking name.
You're gonna say his name, and I'm gonna be like, God damn it, that's what it was.
Right. Anyways, gentlemen.
Jay Baruchel.
Jay.
Yeah, that's
Jay Baruchel. That's him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Who, by the way,
gentlemen,
is really good in Shadow My League.
Oh,
Yes. All right, gentlemen. We are at the 2. Yes, it does.
We are at the 2-hour mark.
We are at the
here.
2 hour.
Yeah, we gotta cut this off
We're
now.
gonna wrap
Listen,
this shit up.
I should have been in bed.
You're fine. So we're gonna start this clockwise. Starting with Chad Daddy. Sign us off, buddy.
This is your Chad Daddy saying, I'll see you next weekend, bitches, for Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
This is your host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, I will see you this Friday on Somewhat Supernatural.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan, saying, we'll see you for the night no one came home.
Oh, and this is your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme saying, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yes!